Sunday, Purple Sunday, y'all. How y'all doing out there in YouTube? It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and you could have went anywhere but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me. I appreciate you. Let me know if you hear me loud and clear out there. It's time to get into it, you guys. Purple Sunday, how we do it every single week. Trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section, you guys. Plus, we're going to do our week wrap-ups and make sure that we get you guys wrapped up with everything that we have on deck that we've been following up with all week. Hoping that everybody's had a fantastic week. Yes, tomorrow we get back to work, but guess what? Today is Purple Sunday, you guys. So come on in the building. Come on in the building. Let's get ready for those prayers, everybody, as I get that video straight. Thank you so much, Miss Swanza, for letting me know how we sounding in here. And let's get to it, you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Let me get this video straight over here. How's everybody doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Okay, let's see. Oh, we actually got a pretty good view over there. Not so bad. Let's just lift that up just a little bit right there. Try to get that in play. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on 1 second. Just want to make sure the whole screen is in there so y'all don't miss anything this morning, because we got a lot to cover. We got a whole lot to get into this morning. Trending topics, current events, and much, much more. It's Purple Sunday, you guys. Let's do it. Hold on a minute. $3.69 a gallon. Okay, Shaolin looks like it's going back up again, you guys, when it comes down to those oil and gas prices. Let's get into it, you guys. Good morning, y'all. It's Purple Sunday. Let's check our time real quick. That's right, you guys. Y'all know what time it is. Time to come on and get inside of here so that we can do what we got to do. Who else we got in the building? Okay, let's do it. Okay, cool. We're going to pray for good health. We're going to pray for respect. Let's pray for happiness. We're also going to pray for loyalty. That's right. Loyalty is always a good one. And we can't forget about our health and love, you guys. Love is a great one always to pray for us as well. Want to pray for every single one of our family members as well as our animals. That's right. Miss Swanza, we're praying for you. Mark Dorfman, that's right. We're praying for you. Miss Keisha, also Yvonne, praying for you as well. Winter Rising, also Liberty and Justice in here early this morning. And she's got that mod meeting at 5 o'clock, you guys. So if you're a mod, make sure you guys are checking in with Liberty and Justice over on our Discord, because she's got some words for you. You guys are going to have a cool meeting at 5 o'clock today. Winter Rising. We also got Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Can't forget about Miss Swanza, Tony Wright, also myself, Boogotti NYC. Want to shout out to Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, Colessive, Angels Among Us, Winter Rising, Luigi. Can't forget about Teddy, Terry. Also, we can't forget about 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. Can't forget about all of our family that's always here all of the time, you guys. That's right. Can't forget about you guys. Also, you know what I want to do right now? Okay, I see you in here, Jacqueline and Tony Wright. Let's go ahead and get you guys up in there as well, just to make sure that you guys are up in these prayers. Who else we got before we keep on moving forward? Jack Shauna. Okay, cool. Who else we got? Jordan, Jeffrey Spilker. Can't forget about Justin. Can't forget about all of our family members. That's going to be in here in a minute. That's right, Winter. We got you up in there as well. Can't forget about Batty Lynn. That's right, Batty Lynn. Have a good vacation out there as well. And can't forget about me. Amen. It's time to get this show started, you guys. Checking our time here just to make sure that we're ready, because it's almost time for us to get Purple Sunday on the move. I can't wait. We got a lot to get into this morning, and I hope you guys are ready. We're about to get it on. Whoo, that was a lot. Take a sip of my garlic water real quick. Now, nobody said put the part in there, Boogotti. Yes, you guys, day 6, garlic water. Just trying to see what the results are going to be. We're going for 30 days straight with drinking at least 1 glass of garlic water. And it really seems to be helping out, working on that defense, that immune system. Let's see what we got going on this morning. Are you guys ready? Because I am. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up, boo, 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 boo. Wind it up, do, 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 do. We wind it up because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here. Let's get Purple Sunday going. Come on, let's start the show. I'm ready to go. Come on. It's time to start the show. Come on now, I know you can do it. We ready to go? You should be too. Let's get it. Okay. Okay. Ole. Open up the jacket, because you know your boy been doing those push-ups before I said, we gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. It's Purple Sunday, that's right, the 12th, y'all, 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that, and chat, and this, and that. Where we be talking about this and that, and chat, and this, and that. Just got me lit. Let's go, you guys. It's time to get it going. Trending topics, current events. It's our bottom line. And if you're tuned in here, that's where we at right now. I'm your boy, Boogotti NYC. And let me just give everybody in here a shout out to the #1 co-host and the #1 family on YouTube. Thank you guys for sticking in there with us. It's been a rocky road, but we've been able to make it all the way to the other side, you guys. 90 days is over. We have no strikes at all. Took care of the other little mishap with the copyright the other day, and we are free and clear. But the only thing about it is now we got to build it up from the ground up. And guess what? I've never been scared to do that, because we've already did 546 days straight. What's that gonna be? Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen, get those likes up, show your love and appreciation for one of the hardest working shows every single day on YouTube, Our Bottom Line. That's right, you guys, it's time to do it. I'm hoping everybody's having a fantastic day, because you know what I'm about to say. I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from. I love to see those flags waving back and forth in the air. Also, let's try to stay on topic. This way, we have a real good decor, and we have really good conversation going on inside of the chat. Don't worry about trolls, because we have folks for that. We'll get them out of there. Also, you guys, we're going to keep on asking you guys to go ahead. Make sure that you go ahead and double tap that screen to get those likes up, because if you do, you will definitely get a chance today to get 6 keychains. That's right, 6 Our Bottom Line keychains will be delivered to you, and 6 Our Bottom Line decals will be sent out as well. That is 12 pieces of merch that we will promisely make sure that we send out to you guys, but we got to get up to 300 likes, so I'm starting early. I'm letting you guys know what the goal is. 6 people going to get free keychains, and 6 people will get free decals. Probably got a lot of people in here right now. Let's start that off early so everybody knows what we're aiming for. 300 is the number in the likes. Let's try to get that going, you guys. Also, with that being said, you know what I'm about to say as well? Let's get into these titles. Let's go. What do we have here? Trump warns Iran about the threats. You guys saw it yesterday on our show, where there was a whole bunch of people outside. They had signs holding them up, letting them know, we will you. Okay, I think he's pretty tired of hearing that, especially when it's supposed to be a time of peace, and you guys are supposed to be peaceful, I guess, huh? So he has some responses. You guys are going to see what the responses are. Let's keep on moving forward, because also, and that was the same one right there. We're going to go to the next topic, which is, why would Tim Walz, why would Governor Tampon Tim, normally I wouldn't say that, but I'm going there. Why would Tampon Tim pardon a monster who harmed children? You guys want to know who I'm talking about? We got the clip coming up. Let's see if you agree with me on this. Let's go to the last clip right here in the thumbnail, which is last but not least. What is it? We've got, what is like cyclosporosis? Now I'm getting better at saying it. What is cyclosporosis? And how has the outbreak affected over 1,000 people? You guys, they said cyclosporosis was only going to be in one location. Guess what? We found over 1,000 cases all throughout different places in the country. We're going to keep this in our title. Many people are suffering from it. Even though it's a stomach virus, we still want to make sure that you guys don't get it or know how to deal with it. If you do, first thing you need to know, you got to clean those fruits, clean those vegetables, and make sure that you got this open water thing straightened as well. Because in certain areas, I guess in the summertime, we got another thing popping up too, and that's Legionnaire's disease. So I guess it's just something that comes around in the summertime, you guys. Let's be careful. Extra clean, extra washing our hands, as well as our fruits and vegetables. And with that being said, you guys know what time it is. Grab your water, your tea, and your 55 coffee house. It's time to get into it, you guys. It's time to get to work. Happy Purple Sunday. It's time to see what's going on in the news this morning, you guys. Let's go. Let's see what's happening here. As we report this morning, a sad morning that we're talking about this morning, as we are sitting here in prayer, and we're sad to announce that Senator Lindsey Graham has now died at the age of 71 years old. Yes, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham has now passed on, and we would like to send our strongest love and appreciation for his work, as well as support to his family in these times. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and see what's going on with this breaking story.
We're learning that longtime Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has passed away. His office says he died on Saturday night after what they call a brief and sudden illness. The statement says Graham's family is asking for privacy at this time. He represented the state of South Carolina in the U.S. Congress since 1995. Let's bring in CNN's Alex Michelson, anchor of The Story Is. Alex, you are on the West Coast there. How are you processing this news that has just come in, the shocking death of a senator who had just been in Ukraine and had just met with the Ukrainian president, and now we're learning he has died?
Yeah, I mean, just posted a bunch of statements onto X yesterday in his official capacity. Pictures and images of him working over the last few weeks are out there. So this coming out of nowhere, that Lindsey Graham wants...
Somebody said, just coming back from Ukraine? Huh? Yeah. See that, Jay Samuels?
One of the most important and influential voices in the United States Senate for many years. Somebody who has been one of the biggest champions of more United States military intervention. Somebody who has championed the idea of military intervention in Iran for many years. Somebody who's championed the United States relationship with Israel very closely for many years. And now, all of a sudden, you know, there's been so much conversation about Mitch McConnell's medical reality right now. Nobody would have thought this would come now. It's been an extraordinary life of public service, a controversial life. Somebody who was in the United States House of Representatives for many years, been in the Senate for many years as well, became a close ally of John McCain and Joe Lieberman. They called themselves the Three Amigos and viewed themselves as sort of mavericks within the Republican Party. And then he ran for president in 2016 and said very negative things about Donald Trump at the time, but then would become one of President Trump's greatest allies. Just this week, posting on social media that he was the GOAT of all presidents and has been a steering force more recently of President Trump's military intervention in Iran. There are 100 senators. Not all of them stand out. Lindsey Graham is somebody who has stood out for a long time and has been one of the most important members of that body for many, many years.
Okay, you guys, sorry to hear that. So we're going to show mad love to Lindsey Graham. Hopefully somebody that takes over his position. Yeah, you guys, now we got to worry about that because that's the next thing that they're going to be talking about. Respect to the family, prayers for all of the work that he's done. God bless. Let's keep on moving forward. As U.S. forces are gathering, as Trump issues a deadline for Iran now and says he wants them to actually publicly announce it, like apologize. You know what we noticed, and there's a lot of stuff where Trump is saying, hey, we're going to get rid of this, and the MO and the memorandum of understanding is almost done. And then the next thing you know, there's another video where Iran says, we never said that. I guess at this point, President Trump saying, you know what, since we're letting off those boom booms and we're sending out so many more ships now to start another blockade, yeah, that's what we're doing right now. How about you guys go back on the news publicly and announce that we're going to be at peace? How about you do it? That's what he's saying he wants them to do. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Fleet led by 2 aircraft carriers is moving in the waters near Iran following days of renewed fighting.
Those forces are gathering as President Trump issues a firm deadline for Tehran to publicly renounce attacks in the Strait of Hormuz.
Madeline Rivera joining us now from Washington with the very latest. Good morning, Madeline.
Hi.
Giggity, giggity. Quagmire's daughter. Anybody see Family Guy? Check out that chin work right there.
Good morning. That's right. A flurry of diplomatic talks is underway to try and get this memo of understanding back on track. The U.S. maintains Iran violated the MOU when it attacked ships transiting through the Strait of Hormuz. To get confidence that Iran is serious about a peace deal, U.S. officials reportedly want Iran to admit they made a mistake. Per Axios, U.S. officials want Iran to publicly acknowledge the strait is open, commit to stopping attacks on commercial vessels, and recognize that shipping lanes will remain open without tolls. U.S. officials have insisted part of the problem with reaching a long-lasting agreement is that the leadership structure in Iran is fragmented, and there are hardliners who are pushing for aggressive action. This comes as reports have surfaced about a new Iranian plan to kill President Trump. The president warning on Truth Social 1,000 missiles are locked and loaded and aimed at the Islamic Republic of Iran, with thousands of more to immediately follow should the Iranian government act on its threat, pronounced in many corners of the globe to assassinate or attempt to assassinate the sitting president of the United States.
He's got more to say than that. He's basically like, I already sent out commands. I've already got commands out there, already in play. If something happens to me, exactly what to do. I don't think that's a smart move to threaten President Trump, especially when he always got somebody's address or like a picture of their crib. I don't think that's such a smart thing to do, you guys. That's right. Let's go, you guys. Want to support the show? Donate to your favorite host. Cash App is $ Boogotti Cash. BOOGOTTI Cash. We accept all donations. Only collars we turn down. Only things we turn down is these two collars right here. You guys, it's Purple Sunday. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We got much more to get into on the same topic, but let's get everything out of the way so that we can move on to other things after Iran and the United States. But this is important. Why? Because it does affect us. Oil prices, gas prices. We're going to keep on figuring out what's happening. Now we know what it's going to be like going into next week, especially if this is happening as far as the stock market and our oil and gas prices.
President Trump issued a new threat just last night.
And earlier today, he wrote on social media that the ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran is over, though peace talks are continuing. Wendy Gillette has more details.
President Trump posted on Truth Social late Friday, writing, quote, 1,000 missiles are locked and loaded and aimed at the Islamic Republic of Iran if the Iranian government assassinates or attempts to assassinate him. His threat comes after calls for Trump's murder at the funeral of Iran's supreme leader this week.
So yeah, when you keep on seeing signs like this about yourself and they keep on, see, you can try to talk publicly and say, hey, no, everything is going great. Don't worry about it. But when they start putting these signs up, it's like, yeah, Trump, but what about what they're saying about you when it comes down to this? They're coming at you right now. Now you got to take the gloves off and at least respond. This is how we chose to respond. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Sources tell CBS News Iranian officials will take part in discussions today in Oman about the Strait of Hormuz and commercial ships traversing the crucial waterway. After the U.S. and Iran traded strikes this week, the Trump administration asked Iranian officials to publicly state the Strait of Hormuz is open and its attacks on ships have ended. The U.S. is blaming the strikes on divisions within Iran's government, initiated by, quote, radicals in their system who are trying to derail the negotiation. Tehran says it's not responsible.
The United States bears full international responsibility for all legal and political consequences arising from its unlawful action.
Sources tell CBS.
So they're basically saying whatever's happening is because of you, not because of us. That's what they're basically saying. That's crazy.
CBS News Vice President J.D. Vance, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, and the president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, are speaking with Qatari mediators.
Both sides do have an interest in not returning to the level of intensity that we saw in March and April.
Iran continues to maintain it should control the Strait of Hormuz, a non-starter for the U.S. in negotiations. Wendy Gillette, CBS.
That's the problem, because that's the stranglehold that Iran would have still over everybody, is controlling the Strait of Hormuz. And you guys see that it's not good to let, I don't know if it's good or if it's a bad thing to let them control it, especially if they're trying to extort or toll people. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let's keep on moving forward now, because we got to get on over to your governor. It's damn sure not mine. Tampon Tim Walz, the idiot. He freed a monster that was here illegally. And Tom Homan and a few other people don't really like what he did. I want to know what you guys think about this situation. And luckily, we have people like Marco Rubio who stepped in and took it a step further. Let's keep on going, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. I'm trying to help you guys get some free merch over here, because if you can get those likes up to 300 likes today, 6 people will be receiving our bottom line keychains. That's right, 6 Our Bottom Line keychains. I'm trying to hypnotize you guys. Follow the keychain. That's right, you guys. And 6 more people will be receiving our decals over here as well. So that's 12 pieces of merch. That's right, you guys. Follow the keychain in the decal. All you got to do is double tap that screen. Double tap the screen. And if you get 300 likes, 12 pieces of merch will be coming out free. How? All you guys got to do is email me over at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Give me an address and I'll send those out. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this situation here that is rather terrible, I must say.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio setting Minnesota Governor Tim Walz straight. The State Department has revoked the legal status of a man from Laos convicted of sexually abusing a 10-year-old girl in Minnesota. 20 years ago, after his arrest, Tulu Vang told investigators it was a cultural thing. The victim was his now wife's sister. The man was recently pardoned by Governor Walz, but the Trump administration said that didn't end the case.
Just days before this foreign sex offender was scheduled to be deported, Tim Walz, the governor, issued him a pardon, setting him free to once again endanger the children of America. Well, this week I revoked his legal status in the United States, and as a result, federal agents took him into custody, and as of today, he has been removed from the United States.
Joining me now, Border Czar Tom Homan. Tom, it's good to have you here on the program. I think what I would love to ask you is, what would you say now to Governor Tim Walz?
Can't say it on air, but look, who pardons a child sex offender, child rapist? I mean, that's how much he supports illegal aliens over U.S. citizens, U.S. citizen children. I'm glad Marco Rubio did it, but this happens more times you can guess. Will, I mean, unless you understand immigration law, I see a lot of times a district attorney or in a sanctuary city, they'll downgrade a crime so they can't be removable. For instance, if you're a resident alien and you get an aggravated felony, you can be deported, well, even the senior immigration judge, as long as you get a felony conviction with 365-day sentence. And I've seen cases, 355. Why do you think they did that? They did that so we couldn't act to remove this person from the United States. So this happens a lot, but President Trump, the Department of Justice, and thank God Marco Rubio's all over this, we're going to fight them every time they come at this.
So what you're telling me, Tom, is they do things intentionally to keep not just illegal immigrants, but criminally convicted illegal immigrants in America. But I can't say I've seen anything as far as Governor Walz has gone in pardoning a child sex offender. And it just simply defies explanation.
It does, because they wouldn't do the same thing for U.S. citizens. I mean, you saw the Attorney General of Virginia here, where I live. He's been called before Congress for treating illegal aliens better on criminal convictions and criminal cases than American citizens. And the reason he's doing that is to make it hard to deport these people. Again,
I don't think you want that, Audrey. Could you imagine if everybody looks at Audrey's comment right now? Look at Audrey's comment right now. I've never thought of this, but look at Audrey's comment right now and imagine that.
I think the American people need to pay attention to this. You know, elections matter, and we need to put the right people in place to enforce law. I'm not endorsing any candidate. I'm saying let's pick the candidates that want to enforce the law. President Trump's all about putting America first, enforcing law, and that's what we need to continue to do.
All right, Tom, I want to ask you about this story. It's making the rounds. It is a story of an illegal immigrant who was killed in Houston, shot by an ICE officer.
Let's keep on going, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. I'm not covering that part right there because we got too much to do. Let's get on into a little bit more. Doom, doom. Doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Ice, ice, baby. Get him! That's right. We started off with Tom. Let's get on over to the homestead where, yeah, you guys, they're on the run when they're outside those Home Depots, inside of those restaurants. I'm telling you right now, be careful because ICE is on the lookout and they found a couple of hangouts. They know where you go to have your breakfast. It's almost like Santa Claus. He knows when you've been sleeping. He knows when you are awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. And in this case, I'm not talking about Santa Claus, I'm talking about ICE. Let's go, you guys. Let's get on over to Miami, where residents are worried now that ICE activity is reportedly increasing in the homestead. Come on, y'all, let's check this situation out.
A southwest Miami-Dade neighborhood on edge tonight amid ramped up immigration enforcement. In fact, our camera was there when federal agents detained that man in Homestead.
Activists say it has been happening for several days. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor is your reporter in Homestead.
They're not playing out there, y'all. They're wrapping them up and sending them back when they come down to Miami.
What we are learning tonight.
Today, we witnessed a man being detained at this intersection. But let me show you, it is located a block away from that butcher shop and cafeteria where many gather early in the morning, and across the street from the place where some of those men come looking for a job. Just before 7 a.m., 2 ICE agents stopped this man at the corner of Southwest 320th Street and 2nd Avenue. They questioned him, handcuffed him, and placed him in a truck. We were at this cafeteria, Lucky Meat, where many migrants stop for a quick breakfast. This man pulled in and told us, there's their truck. They stopped someone. He was walking this way. We crossed the street and started recording. That's when we realized agents were driving the same truck parked earlier at Azteca Supermarket, another place where men...
Got him! Ain't have his paperwork right. Could have been on the list. They might have called his name in and gotta go.
Looking for work gather. We've seen this level of enforcement uptick. Thomas Kennedy from the Florida Immigrant Coalition says they have been receiving videos of ICE agents detaining people from West Palm Beach and Homestead. I asked, why are you detaining him?
71% don't have any sort of criminal history or charges. They're simply here without authorization, but they're trying to do the right thing, they're trying to work.
The New York Times reported this month ICE agents arrested more than 10,000 people in...
Now, do you guys agree? He said several of them are not criminals. They don't have any criminal records, you guys. The only thing is they're here illegally. Do you guys agree that the only thing is that they're here illegal because they're trying to work? I want to know, do you guys feel that they should be left alone if they're here working, even though he's saying that they don't have any criminal crimes or anything like that? Give me a thumbs up if you agree with what that man just said. If you think that they're here illegally because the first crime is crossing the border illegally without authorization, I'm going to ask you guys to give me a thumbs down. That means that you believe that the first crime that they actually committed, coming to the country, which is the United States of America, is the illegal crime and the first action that they're talking about. If you don't agree, he's here working, doing his thing, trying to be good. Give me a thumbs up. I'll say whatever's next to it. Let's keep on going, you guys. Tony Wright says, I ain't allowed to, supposed to come here illegally. Okay, Okay, I need you guys thumbs up or thumbs down. There's going to be a lot of people in here, so I want to see by the numbers of the thumbs up and the thumbs down. The issue is that so many are over corrections, free health care, 10,000 on EBT cards, and fancy hotels, tourism, births, and not paying taxes. You're right about that. And guess what? As soon as they do it in one state, they just go jump to a whole nother state 55 because they actually can do that as well. It's more, you get more staying here with benefits than you do when you take the $2,000 on a plane trip somewhere else. Because this way, if you're here somewhere, you know you're going to get the EBT and the free rent and everything, and you'll still be able to stay in America. So it's not that attractive as people think. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let me see something right here. I reported my last job site to ICE. I hope they get shut down. Whoa, we got thumbs up over there on Gun B. We got thumbs down on Jack Welshana, and we got Liberty and Justice that says thumbs up and down. We welcome diverse views in here. Okay, cool. Let's see what's going on in there. That's right, you guys. Let's see what your views are. Let's keep on moving forward here as we wrap this session up.
5 days across the nation. According to the Times, one ICE official said 2,000 arrests a day was the new standard for enforcement, and it was unclear how long the pace could continue.
Nos afectaba el negocio.
In Homestead, Marta Rodea said our business has been affected because less people come out to eat. She works at Lucky Meat. Others echoed her statement.
July 4th, we were almost dead. Like, there was almost no one here.
Kiana Rodriguez works as a waitress in Homestead.
Turns out the ICE was right by the Walmart close by, and so no one wanted to come out. It's been affecting our businesses, it's been affecting our tips.
Activists continue receiving and sending videos of people.
So I guess that means that there's a lot of people over there and they found a hot spot. If they're hanging out around July 4th, they're like, yeah, let me wait for them to come out and have a party. Because you know what they do? They know that once you guys start on the 4th, you know, when it comes down to certain people, and y'all can't be mad at me for this one, call me what you want, especially Mexicans. There's no such thing as having a one-night party. Oh, I don't care. You could call me anything, all word or whatever. You have never seen a party start in the afternoon with Mexicans that ends the same day. If you have, I will bet you $1,000 to my buck. I'm serious right now, you guys. Those parties go until the next day or 2 days early. I'm telling you, those Mexican parties, they'll start on Friday and end Monday morning. They be going to work like this. They don't stop until it's time to go to work. Call me what you want. I've saw it myself. I got the proof. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That's right. Let's go. Let's get on over to another situation where TPS in Florida has been extended 2 weeks because of the legal fight that's continuous. I don't know. I actually want this fight to be over myself, to tell you the truth. What do you guys think? The Haitian TPS? Let's see what's going on with this extension, you guys.
And right now at 3:30, deportation fears are once again sweeping across South Florida.
This all comes as temporary protected status for Haitians was supposed to come to an end today, but has just been extended for 2 more weeks. And local 10's Christian De La Rosa is joining us live from
Okay, Robin.
Hollywood International Airport after speaking with some of those affected by this. Christian.
Christy, this is a major development. The news breaking just this afternoon. TPS for Haitians, which was supposed to come to an end today, just extended for 2 more weeks till Friday, July 24th. And this news breaking, union members, employees here at Fort Lauderdale International Airport were starting a rally. Take a look.
Fort Lauderdale Airport is a Haitian airport, right? And the Haitian community, Haitian TPS holders are the backbone of not just Fort Lauderdale Airport, but Broward County.
There's one group of people who is not in this room, who I do want to call on here today, and that is our employers. While our members who are on TPS are taking the risk of standing up, there is a clear silence among our employers who should be standing up for their workers.
So if we are able to pull that video back up, this was a gathering of not just union workers, but people with TPS, Haitian TPS, right here at FLL. Airport officials tell us that there are close to 200 of them who work here at concession stands.
That's the problem, you guys. You got to worry about that. Think about that. You're going to have automatic 200 jobs lost, different things going on in different areas where it's going to be riling up situations. That's another thing that you have to worry about. Not just the people that are actually going to be getting deported or losing their jobs, but who's going to take those jobs? I don't know. What do you guys think about that situation there? I'll read what you have in the comments. Also, it's Purple Sunday, you guys. That's right. Let's double tap that screen. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? We're working on going up to 74,000 subscribers, and we're halfway there, you guys. Let's go. Got about 400 more to make that mark, all the way till we get to 100,000. Move that poster up there to put up that plaque for that 100,000. We're working and we work hard for the money. Let's go, you guys. Let's get it. Let's get over here where someone is saying, who's this right here? Okay, cool. We got someone coming in talking about Trump and how Iran has probably miscalculated President Trump. Iran's most powerful weapon may not be a bomb, but it's foreign policy, as this expert warns. I actually agree. If they can continue to control the Strait of Hormuz, that will be a very strong grip, because you can see what it's doing to us over here when it comes down to oil and gas, as well as retail prices. Let's go.
Is a foreign policy expert and geopolitical analyst, and he joins us now.
Let's get to some of the money.
So great to have you in studio here. First off, let me ask you this. Has Iran miscalculated President Trump during this ceasefire?
I believe so. They're just filled with arrogance, hubris, and that will work out well for us. The big concern here is that we may forget the main reason for going to war is to make sure Iran doesn't get a nuclear weapon. And we have to take care of Pickaxe Mountain, because there have been verifiable reports that they're reconstituting their nuclear program there.
And what would that mean?
You see that? We didn't even know about that and what's going on over there. Pickaxe Mountain. Now, how would we go and make sure that they're not trying to reconstitute their nuclear?
Given the eagle eye that President Trump maintains on the country?
Well, just get the International Atomic Energy Committee. Just get them to go visit. It's all you have to do. If they say there's nothing there, good enough. But the reports seem to suggest that they're rebuilding, and that should be a significant alarm for us.
So the president says that Iran is back at the table. Do you believe that they're actually back at the table in good faith efforts?
No. Of course not. I'd like to think so. Nobody wants war. But they're not going to give up control of the Strait of Hormuz. They have found strategic leverage that they feel may even be more valuable to them than a nuclear bomb. And they're not giving up their nuclear weapons. So they're not interested in a peaceful resolution of this conflict. It'll be tit for tat, perhaps through October, November, and then I think President Trump will know what he has to do at that point.
Yeah, it's been going back and forth long enough, you guys. I'm just going to keep on following what's going on the top, and we're going to just keep doing what we got to do on that level. All of the little intermediate stuff, it is what it is. But I did feel as if that was some very important information, because it affects us economically. Really does, you guys, what's going on with this nonsense. They won't stop. That's what I'm talking about. So do we have to keep on? I want to get us prepared. That's why we do news over here. That's why we get in front of certain topics. A couple of months, a couple of weeks, a couple of days. We want to be prepared for the possibility of what we're going to be going into. And that's why we do what we do over here as well. Let's keep on going over to Wisconsin, where we got surveillance video that shows a 27-year-old man who lost his life in a brazen drive-by and a double pow-powing caught on camera. Come on, you guys, let's get on over to Wisconsin. They're not just making cheese out there.
Drive-by shooting in daylight on Milwaukee's north side.
Tonight, police are looking for the people in this white vehicle here that you see open fire on another car, killing a man and injuring another. You can actually see the barrel of the gun encircled right here in red.
All of this unfolding around 2 o'clock in the Garden Homes neighborhood near 27th and Atkinson.
On Top News, Jasmine Franklin is joining us live tonight right near Police District 5, near Valor Phillips and Locust. Jasmine, the entire crime was caught on camera.
Right, new surveillance video shows terrifying last moments for a 27-year-old man killed after a gunman opened fire on Milwaukee's north side right in front of a busy store.
It happens in seconds. Just after 2 p.m. Thursday outside Gary's Food Mart near 27th and Atkinson, a white Lexus pulls up next to a blue Volkswagen SUV. A person inside the passenger seat opens fire, pointing the barrel of a gun out the window. We pause the video before you see a 27-year-old victim stumble out of the vehicle. He later died from his injuries on scene. The white car never slows down and drives off.
I've been on this block for 5 years, and I've never seen nothing like this happen.
The SUV's windows shattered. Dozens of evidence markers line 27th Street, prompting the busy stretch to close for hours. The victim's family on scene, emotional and visibly distraught, learning their loved one was killed.
Anytime a life is lost, that's frustrating because, especially when it could be preventable.
Emergency crews rushed to the scene outside a busy food mart that sits just steps away from a daycare.
So he was in the driver's seat, just sitting there behind the guy that was unloading his van. Luckily, he didn't get hit because they just piled the car, and sort of passenger tried to get out. That's before they cut the clip.
Makes us in fear for our life because we shop around here. It's sad for the community and the family.
The shooting also injured a 22-year-old man.
My heart goes out to anybody in this city that finds themselves in a situation where they're no longer here because of a bullet.
Some dramatic video there, Jasmine. You can see the white vehicle in that surveillance. Have police shared anything about who they're looking for?
No, not yet, but they are urging anyone with information who may recognize this vehicle to call police or leave an anonymous tip through Crime Stoppers.
And that photo will be posted.
Give you guys massive props for some good audio. They even mic'd up the guy that they was asking questions to. They even put a mic on him. Now that's some good commentary right there and good reporting out there, Wisconsin, you guys. Thumbs up to your work. I noticed everything that they did. Dude that looked like Spike Lee, they literally put a mic on him. I want to give massive props to them. Also want to pray for the people that got affected in this situation. The 24-year-old man who was sitting inside of the vehicle didn't even expect anything like that to happen, you guys. That's why you got to be real safe out here. Put your head on a swivel. Never know what that person did either. So if we can follow up with that story, we definitely will. But as of right now, we want to pray for the victim, and we're glad that nobody else got hurt and affected in this situation. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. That was Wisconsin. Amen. Let's get on over to Phoenix, where cyclosporosis is now an outbreak, spreads across nearly 1,000 cases. We're talking, this video and this information is coming in from a report from Phoenix, but this is a situation now that's spreading across the USA all over, and this is a health watch, you guys. We're really big on health and wellness. Well, I have no choice but to keep on following up on stories like this, as well as Legionnaires. Let's keep on getting into it if we're trying to prevent it so that we can know what we can do to prevent things like this. Also, that's another reason why we ask you to double tap the screen. Double tap, it gets more people over here and they can see stories like this.
Watch today, a parasite is causing major stomach problems and it is spreading throughout the U.S.
There's nearly 1,000 confirmed cases, so far none reported in Arizona, but public health officials are investigating how this all started. Fox's Jonathan Seri has more.
A microscopic parasite causing a surge in foodborne outbreaks nationwide.
Watery diarrhea, cramping, bloating, fatigue.
One of our co-hosts basically said that they just got over this. If you don't mind, which one of you guys actually told us about the fact that you just had this and you just got over it? Want to let you guys know it's real. It's a small amount of cases, but I don't want anybody else to deal with it. And if we can prevent it, why not watch a clip to figure out how we can?
Nausea, sometimes vomiting.
In Michigan, nearly 1,000 people have been diagnosed
with
the disease known as cyclosporiasis. According to the CDC, nearly 24 other states have reported cases. The agency says the parasite can spread through contaminated food or water.
Some of those things are tied to it due to its surface area, and there's more risk for exposure on them.
Infections usually occur during the summer months, but this year states are already seeing more cases than normal. Public health experts say they're investigating what's driving the current outbreaks, but they're urging people to thoroughly wash fresh produce and to cook vegetables when possible.
Or things like lettuce, you want to remove the outer couple of layers of leaves first and then wash thoroughly under running water. For fruits and vegetables with a firmer skin, you want to wash those really thoroughly.
The CDC says symptoms can take any...
Another thing, I bought a bell pepper yesterday and I was gonna cut it up to put inside of my salad. So as I'm cleaning it and separating it and getting the inside of it out and everything where all the seeds are, you know, I just wanted to taste one of the little slices that I made. I bit into it and I could just taste all sorts of like wax, all sorts of just like, ugh. The bell pepper was disgusting, you guys. I don't know how it had been processed or whatever, but I threw the whole bell pepper in the garbage.
Anywhere from 2 to 14 days to appear. The illness is not usually life-threatening and can often be treated with antibiotics.
After the third day, up to a week.
Jack says still battling that crap. Okay. Yeah, okay.
That's the time you're gonna feel that you're getting dehydrated. You're gonna feel weak.
Literally telling us our food is contaminated. You see this, Lisa Roy? That's why it don't make no sense for us to do the health and wellness if we don't know about this stuff. We do health and wellness about overall health and wellness, right? One thing we got on them is we're working on immune systems in our health and wellness quests. We're working on building up our immune systems and making sure that we know how to eat the right foods, right? Now, with situations like this, these are new situations that are happening. So we need to find out about this as well. But the immune system building can also prevent us from things like this.
You cannot focus. Sometimes you may have some fevers.
Life-threatening and can often be treated with antibiotics.
After the third day, up to a week, that's the time you're gonna feel that you're getting dehydrated. You're gonna feel weak. You cannot focus. Sometimes you may have some fevers too.
Symptoms can often last from a few days to more than a month without treatment. In Atlanta, Jonathan Siri, Fox News.
Yeah, I think even in the organic, it just depends. I can't even call it, you guys. I don't know where it's stemming from. They're not telling us. I'm not a researcher, biologist, or a horticultural scientist, or anything like that. I couldn't tell you where the source is coming from. I can just tell you what we're dealing with. And it's crazy because how about this? We're at a time when we spend the most money for anything that we're paying for. The food is so expensive. So now the food is not good for us. So now we buying expensive food that's killing us even worse and faster. And just like somebody just said, 55, and they got the nerve to be telling us that the food is no good for us. So you talk about damned if you do and damned if you don't. And how about the cherry on top, the maraschino, the one that you pull out the little jar with the little bud on it and you put it on top of the sundae, that maraschino cherry. The maraschino cherry on top is, a lot of times, they don't even want you making your own gardens. In a lot of states, you guys, they're against that. Gardens and farms, they're against it. So you guys that can, you guys are lucky. You're so lucky. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and let's be careful about our health out there because cyclosclerosis is real. Let's go. Let's get on over here. We got an avalanche of information coming in against Charlie Kirk's alleged boomer. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Tyler Robinson. Let's get on over here to Utah and see what's going on because we got a couple of situations as well as words from Charlie Kirk's mentor, the one who rode with him in the ambulance during his final breaths of his life. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap that screen to get those likes up. It's our bottom line. We do this every single day. It's Purple Sunday. Let's go. Let's get it.
The preliminary hearing in the Charlie Kirk murder case wrapping up this week, but despite what prosecutors say is overwhelming evidence against Tyler Robinson, the judge could wait until potentially September 1st to decide if the case goes to trial. The Kirk family releasing a statement saying, quote, as difficult as these last few days have been, it brings our family comfort to know that the world has witnessed the overwhelming evidence of what occurred to Charlie that day. With us now, Dr. Frank Turek, Charlie Kirk's mentor, who was in the car with Charlie during his final moments. Good morning, Frank. So let's talk about, I mean, we all, the country watched. This was quite an avalanche of evidence. Your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely, Griff. I mean, not only do we have video evidence, we have confessions from Tyler Robinson in 3 different ways. I mean, he confessed over text. He confessed in a written confession letter that he left for his roommate/lover, and he also confessed verbally to Lance Twiggs.
Jack Welch.
So it's just an avalanche of evidence, Griff. And normally, as you know, people will plead within 30 days of being arrested. We're at 10 months yesterday, Griff, and we don't even have a plea. We don't even have a court date. What we have is a date for when the judge is going to say we have probable cause. Griff, we had probable cause in the first 10 minutes of this hearing, it seems. Monday, there was enough time to go to a trial, or enough evidence to go to a trial. So I know the judge is being cautious because he doesn't want to be overturned on appeal due to...
But speaking of the judge, because he's been acting like this for the whole trial, he's been basically taking every single one of their little accounts and, you know, all of the little hearings and everything. He's been constantly just giving him so much favor because he doesn't want to do anything to basically make the case get thrown out or possibility of him doing anything wrong so they can come back around on appeal. We get that, but come on, man, it's over a year and change. So now this disgraceful judge, what they're calling him on Hannity, Charlie Kirk's murder case basically is decried as a rookie, and they're calling him a rookie right now. Let's keep on going, you guys, let's go.
Welcome back to the special edition of Hannity. The preliminary hearing for Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, concluded today, after prosecutors spent the week presenting evidence and witness testimony. But a ruling on probable cause to proceed to trial isn't expected anytime soon. This after the judge announced he would not make a decision until after both sides present oral arguments on September 1st. Here with reaction, Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett and National Review columnist Caroline Downey. Greg, I know that the justice system and the court dockets are slow and lumbering, but it strikes people as a justice delayed, justice denied. I mean, September will mark the 1 year since Charlie was assassinated. Walk us through.
September will mark 1 year since Charlie Kirk has been assassinated. You know what? That word, I'm glad I didn't finish it. That's been 1 year, and they still haven't really got to the trial. We're at hearings right now, still in hearings, you guys, preliminaries.
What you learned this week and what we can make of the judge delaying this 2 more months.
Mary, G-Man,
well, it undermines
55,
confidence in
King
our
Fire.
justice system, doesn't it, Kellyanne? I mean, the postponement until September is absurd. It's outrageous. There's no excuse for this judge, Tony Graff, to delay a decision. It's shameful. The evidence of probable cause is clear and obvious. DNA, fingerprints, ballistics, videotape, multiple confessions by...
And even if you guys in the comments, because a lot of you saying it's the setup, he's the wrong guy, I get it, because we're going to have that. Same thing like people still think Bruce Lee around, Elvis Presley still alive, you know what I'm saying, Tupac, we get it. So we're going to have skeptics. I get what you guys are saying, but at the end of the day, you got to look at the real facts. If you really got enough to go forward with it, one charge would have been enough for them to take the average person to trial all the way.
By the accused, any one of those things alone is enough. But, you know, this is what happens, and I hate to say it, but it's what happens when you put a novice rookie judge in charge of an important case. Tony Graff had only been on the bench for a scant 4 months when he was assigned.
Oh, they setting him up. It's fake.
Petrified that he's...
It's somebody else. It's not him. There was another person. All right, cool. Well, where that other person at? Because if, I mean, like, how about we take this person to trial and see first? Because you guys acting like y'all don't even want to take the guy to trial and see if he can answer some of the questions. What about the fact that he did send them emails? You guys got any questions about that? What about the fact that his BWC girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, the broken wristed click boyfriend that he lived with, basically admitted to the fact that he had a conversation with him about it? What about the fact that he said, look up under my keyboard and look at that letter right there that says I did it and I'm the one that did it? What about the fact that his mother said, is that your grandfather's pal that you used out there? Because that's the only one that blah, 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 blah. What about, I mean, there's so much more, and you let it would have been me. How about that? You would have had half of an inkling of a toenail. Yep, it was Boogotti. Yeah, okay. How come it? Man, don't play with me, man. Y'all how about this? Instead of being so skeptical about, oh, it's a third person, fourth person, Let him go to trial and let's see what happened. You guys agree with that? Because you guys seem like right now, y'all just want to be like, let him go. He's free. Might as well let Luigi go too, huh? Let everybody go. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys, because this is a hard one over here. Now, I always have a soft place in my heart for nurses. I love nurses and I have a special place in my heart for them. Doctors, oh God, forget about it. Anesthesiologists, those are the ones that keep you alive while you're under. That's who that is. That's basically they keep you alive and make sure that your heart is pumping. Anesthesiologists, many different parts of the medical field that I admire, massive respect for. But you know who else I have a lot of respect for too? I've got a lot of respect for teachers. Especially the good ones, the ones that really care about their students. There's some of them that go out there and try to go to BJ's and different places to use their own pay to try to get better school work going, better lesson plans and things like that. To to hold better sessions with their students. This one right here, I can't say that this is a good situation at all. This is a total reverse. This person didn't try to get any money from his own pay and get out there and help the kids. Oh no, he found ways to steal millions of dollars and do what with it? You guys know, cars, trips, clothes, luxury items. I'm talking about to the tune of almost $17 million. Come on, you guys, let's go. This is hard proof right here in California. We've got American children that have been robbed by these teachers who stole money from the schools to bankroll lavish lifestyles. Come on and check this one out, you guys. You guys see it right there.
With these schools being stolen from, California is among the worst offenders. The two California school officials who got caught stealing nearly 20 million bucks from their schools to bankroll lavish lifestyles. Let's bring in political commentator Deborah Lea. Deborah, it's great to see you. This one case about this former fiscal services director, Jorge Contreras, and it was a really tiny Magnolia school district in Orange County, California. Deborah, he embezzled nearly $17 million, bought a luxury car, a BMW, a luxury home, 57 designer bags, jewelry, designer clothes. This is stealing from kids.
Absolutely, and it's great to be on with you, and I hope that the American taxpayers realize that this is not just another story of some abstract taxpayer being defrauded. This is hard proof that American children in elementary school were robbed, and for years we've been told that we need better funding for our education system, that we need to be paying our teachers.
Hope you guys know this is the inside of this man's safe. You see that photo up there? Yeah, that's the inside of this man's safe, the teacher. He's been stealing for a while.
More. And while I agree personally, the problem with our education system has clearly not been a lack of funding, but administrative members stealing and abusing this money to live lavish lifestyles while their students fall behind. Just a few years ago, the CDC quietly pushed back most developmental milestones for children in elementary school under 5 years old, and we are seeing that pouring more money into a broken system is not going to fix the system. We need accountability in real time, and this is why transparency is so important. This fraud is not only the biggest scandal about how much money was stolen, but how long this was allowed to continue. Contreras was hired in 2006 and was only reported in...
Hey, we're going to let you get away with that, Stan Smithfield. Don't bother him. Just leave it like that. Don't say no more. If that's the way you feel, just let it go. Leave Stan Smithfield alone. Don't keep it spamming. That's how you feel. We let people say things, but don't keep on growing.
2023. That's 17 years of fraud and dollars being stolen from children, from after-school programs, from tutoring, from special need assistances. That is absolutely ridiculous. They should have been caught sooner. I'm glad they caught.
I'm glad somebody finally noticed what the hell I was talking about. Thank you, Lisa. Do you see how much money in that safe? Those are bricks right there. And what's going on with the baking soda? I got a question. As serious as cancer. Not who can keep the average dancer hyper as a heart attack, nobody's smiling. I want to know why all this baking soda is inside this safe.
It now, but we need transparency, if not an annual audit of where taxpayer dollars are going in their school districts.
Deborah Lea, you were terrific tonight.
That's right, you guys. You heard what they said. Up to $20 million is what those two administrative teachers were basically stealing from small areas, small little schools that you would never even expect something like that to happen from. Because they get over there and they find out where the money's coming in and they find ways to siphon and siphon and siphon. Yeah. Let's keep on moving forward. The sad part about it is who loses? The economy loses, the children lose, and all of the money coming from the taxpayers. Bottom line. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to Baltimore. Hey, Miss Swanza, what's going on over there with this guy, Wes Moore? He's got a situation with his stripes. They're talking about his military career is questionable. And they say that thousands of records of his personal information is basically in question. Why was he in the infirmary so much? They said that he was supposed to be out there in the battlefield, but it seems like he's got a lot of records of being in the hospital while he was in the Army. That's the questionable part about it, you guys. What's going on with that, Wes Moore? What's up?
There are questions swirling about claims made by Governor Wes Moore's staff about his military records.
Spotlight on Maryland's Gary Collins has been digging into recent claims and comparing them to recent state history.
It looks like I have a caller on the line. Is it Amar? Is that, am I saying it right?
Weeks ago, on a Baltimore talk radio station,
Amar is Governor Wes Moore's press secretary.
The official spokesperson for the state of Maryland unexpectedly took to the airwaves.
Good morning, Amar. How are you?
Good morning, Kimberly. How are you?
I'm doing well. Seems like you're really busy these days.
During the show, Governor Moore's spokesperson addressed our continued relentless coverage about his boss's military records, making a claim.
Amar, first and foremost, thank you for calling in. A couple of questions here. You said that the Baltimore Banner was able to get access to his military records. If that's the case, why not just make them public?
Well, so when we're talking about military records, when we're talking about what Sinclair is asking for, they're asking for tens of thousands of pages of medical records.
The problem with Moose's claim is it's entirely false. Spotlight on Maryland, a property of Sinclair Inc. in a partnership with Fox 45 News, the Baltimore Sun, and 7 News in Washington, D.C., never asked for the governor's military medical records during its investigation. The claim that Governor Wes Moore has tens of thousands of pages of medical records made by Musa now sparks more questions than answers.
And so, in my view, I think he hopes that people on the national level might not know his actual story, but in Maryland, we absolutely know.
We spoke with Kim Klasick this week about the interaction on her show.
Tens of thousands of medical records from somebody that seems very healthy. I would love to know why there's so many records, number one. Number two, I don't believe it.
I called this press conference today to talk about a new challenge that I will be faced with.
In June 2015, soon after a historic victory, becoming one of the few Republican governors ever elected in Maryland.
It's a personal one that will require me to, once again, be an underdog and a fighter, which is something I think I'm known for.
Then Governor Larry Hogan stood with his family in the governor's reception room at the Maryland State House to make a transparent announcement.
A few days ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. It's an aggressive B-cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, to be specific. I've learned over the past few days that this cancer is very advanced and very aggressive.
Hogan even took questions about what his private medical life meant for his public service to Maryland, including about the continuation of government.
I mean, if I died, I would say he probably is going to take over. It's hard to foresee unless I'm completely incapacitated and, unconscious and unable to make decisions. Then
Laugh was a funny little chuckle, but it was a serious statement.
I'm sure that would take place, but I don't foresee that happening.
Throughout his treatment, Hogan remained transparent with the public about his progress, including his full recovery. Meanwhile, regarding Governor Moore's alleged tens of thousands of pages of medical records from the military, we have sent questions to Governor Moore, including, is there a condition the governor has that Marylanders should be aware? Is Governor Wes Moore in good health? Why is Governor Moore's medical history during his short military term more lengthy than the average career service member? We also added, does Governor Moore believe it is acceptable for his spokesperson to lie to the Maryland public?
Why don't you find out what's going on with them records, man? Were you a sickly dude sitting up in the hospital acting like you was really out there doing stuff? How come they don't want to release him because it's going to tell the truth about him? Ha! Woo! Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. See that? Somebody says Hogan was pretty decent. A couple of you guys said the same thing. So that's the difference, you guys. You see the difference right there, right? It's crazy. Let's get on over there right now to California. Knows how to party. Oh, California, West Coast knows how to party. In the city of LA, city of LA. Let's get on over there, you guys, because we got a situation right here where a man was trying to lend a hand and wound up losing it. That's right, he lost his hand during a 4th of July beach cleanup, where he tried to pick up some trash along the beach just to make sure that the beach wouldn't get it inside of the surf or it wouldn't go back into the ocean and hurt people, of course. So they're out there trying to clean the beach up because a lot of kids did what? Just boom, boom, and left the stuff out there. But this was kind of like a ticking time boom, boom. He went to pick up this one thing, and next thing you know, it went off as he picked it up. He lost his hand due to the situation, as well as fragments coming to his face. Let's pray for this gentleman because he was definitely trying to do a good thing. He's a father, and his daughter and his family are really happy that he's still alive. Sad part about it is he's going to have to keep on doing it without one of his hands. Want to pray for him and his family for a speedy recovery, as well as physical therapy, as well as mental therapy. We ask that today, Father God. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
The good deed that ended in a life-changing injury, Madison.
Yeah, the good deed, a 4th of July beach cleanup, and of course it took a devastating turn. A man picked up what looked like trash, but it was actually more like a ticking time bomb.
I never thought something would happen to my dad like that.
After days at the UC Davis Medical Center, a family relieved their dad is alive.
He's always seemed invincible to us.
Jason Turner's daughter says he was walking a beach in Crescent City the day after the holiday, picking up firework debris left behind, when he spotted what looked like a small silver ball lying in the sand. But it wasn't trash. It was alive, likely homemade firework.
As soon as he picked it up, it exploded and it blew off his hand.
Turner was rushed from the beach to the hospital, where doctors had no choice but to amputate his left hand.
He's the type of man to say he's just glad it was him and not a kid or a dog, which he's always been that type of guy. It's just sad for us it was him.
Despite the devastating injury, his daughter says he's staying positive, using humor to help him through recovery.
He's in good spirits. He makes jokes and says he's Captain Hook. I think for us, him joking brings us ease, but still, it's just hard to see him like that.
She hopes her father's story serves as a warning that even the day after the fireworks stop, danger can still be lurking in the sand.
Definitely to be careful and watch whatever's out there when they're walking around or picking stuff up.
Now, that could have been a kid, and it could have been much worse, because the kid could have tried to put it in his mouth or something like that. Could have been much worse, you guys. Could have been much worse.
Now, these are serious injuries, not just that hand amputation, but he also has partial vision and hearing loss. It's unclear, his family says right now, if he will regain that. The Delaware County Sheriff's Office is searching for who left that explosive device on the beach, Tony.
We've done a lot of stories about fireworks injuries, right? As they're lighting it, but I can't remember one as they're picking up the leftover fireworks.
Right, and he thought it was safe because it was more than 12 hours later.
I wish him the best. Glad he's
Keep on going, you guys. They probably set that up and left that out there on purpose, you guys. From what I'm thinking, somebody did probably set that up and left that out there with intentions to probably hurt somebody. It had to be. Because if it wasn't necessarily to be ignited, what is it? They need to keep on doing investigation into that, because there might be more and other people could probably be hurt. Thank you so much, Lee Davis. I'm glad you guys are coming in here. And if you're appreciating the show, let's go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up, because guess what? It's Purple Sunday, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go. We got a situation where one of these Epstein survivors was dropped some information on a bombshell as far as his relationships with the art world as well. You know, a lot of things go hand in hand, modeling, art, food, and things like that, especially when it comes down to the higher and upper echelon. So what Epstein used to do is, of course, he would play on younger girls and younger people and try to say, hey, if you're an artist, I could send you here. If you're a ballerina, I've got relationships at Juilliard. I've got relationships at all these other places, allegedly. So that's another way that he had this going on. But how? How was he able to have these relationships? Who was he able to call, especially if the parents of none of these people ever made these phone calls? Who are these administrators that allowed these children to go to their schools, to deal with their businesses? Have we ever thought about that? Like if I tell you he sent me to a school and my parents didn't even hook it up. Who the person that hooked it up with him? How did he get the deal with the monetary? How did he actually get you enrolled in that school? These are the questions that should be asked. Maybe they'll find out who else was helping them.
Of how you were coerced into doing those things is absolutely sickening. I'm so sorry. But I want to commend you for being able to sit here today and talk to me about it. So it's very brave of you, and thank you so much. And I'm sure you've heard this from other people, but your testimony is going to help girls, whether they were, connected with Epstein or not, to speak out about their own abuse and the situations that they were in. So,
hey, who's that? Caden? You'll get absolutely no jokes on that. You'll get no laughs. You'll get no response. You're the only one that's going to laugh to that. Everyone knows what Purple Sunday is. You're the Foolio right now. Trust me. You'll get not one laugh. You might even get blocked right now. You probably want to chill.
Again, it's very commendable. It's very brave of you. It sounds like he had a very egocentric way of manipulating the people around him to do his bidding. What was the turning point to where you had realized, you are building this relationship with him, starting out where you believe he's an art patron and he takes interest? Sit here today and talk to me about it. So it's very brave of you, and thank you so much. And I'm sure you've heard this from other people, but your testimony is going to help girls, whether they were, connected with Epstein or not, to speak out about their own abuse and the situations that they were in. So again, it's very commendable. It's very brave of you. It sounds like he had a very egocentric way of manipulating the people around him to do his bidding. What was the turning point to where you had realized, you are building this relationship with him, starting out where you believe he's an art patron and he takes interests in your interests, and it makes you feel a certain way. But then there's a turning point, right, where you realize this actually isn't what I thought it was going to be. What was that turning point? And again, if this turning point is something you don't want to talk about, again, I'm not going to press the issue and we can move on.
Well, he said I never had to see him again. During the second meeting with him is when he offered the scholarship. Nothing happened that day. He didn't touch me. It seemed like a legitimate meeting. Although I had to watch him get a full body massage in the massage room. But it was a normal massage. He didn't engage in anything with that female massage therapist. She actually was a certified professional massage therapist. And everything seemed kind of kosher, like normal. I accepted the offer, told me, please follow up with my secretary, go to School of Visual Arts, select 2 classes. He dictated exactly where I was going to go to school. He didn't ask.
He said, go to this school, select the classes. Listen to this. How do you have this much power, homeboy?
Rena, what school would you like to go to? Like, if you could, pick an art school, the school of your dreams, what would it be? I would probably answer Parsons School of Design because I always wanted to study fashion design, but that's not what happened. He just told me, I think you should be in school. I think you're really talented, and I am offering you a full scholarship to go to the School of Visual Arts because that's where I think you should go to school. And if you want to be successful in the art world, you need to have a college degree. So, then I went to the school. He dictated, go down to the school, pick up a catalog, pick out 2 summer classes, and then follow up with the secretary. And then, she will make all the arrangements. So there was payment that was made for the classes, but I never saw the transaction. It probably was made and, sent directly probably by check from his office
Did y'all hear this?
to the School of Visual Arts. At that time, I had no idea how involved Jeffrey Epstein was with the art world, as I'm going through the files, but I always kind of knew, but now we have the evidence that he was controlling the art market too. Like he didn't just have his hands on politicians and royalty, billionaires, and then all the girls he victimized. He was also involved heavily in the art world.
So he could have made anybody he wanted. She had some stuff that he liked. He thought that she should go to this school. Hope what? Go on over here. I got a whole carte blanche for you because I got that over there too. You understand the grip that this fool had? She ain't even know how much it cost. What classes, what school to go to. He picked that. He told her what classes to pick and set everything up. Oh, have my secretary set it all up.
And I could go on and on about that, in another interview because it's so in depth. And I always had a sense of that. So after I no longer saw him, I disassociated from practicing and pursuing, my visual arts practice.
Because you probably felt that if you tried to get back into it without him, he's going to hinder it because of how much power he had in that lane. I ain't mad at you. She started doing other stuff, you guys. I'm talking about, come on now. He had the power in the modeling agencies, power when it came down to all of the money, power with the politicians, power when it came down to art, probably music and other stuff. I don't know. Have no other idea. But as soon as we keep as much information as we can find about it, we keep on peeling back the layers to keep on letting you guys know. That's a whole lot of power right there. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to the FDA. I got more to report to you guys. You got to be careful. I'm just going to cut it all out of my diet. I've already cut it out of my diet for 4 months down. I have not had not one grain of rice. And I'm glad because they're saying that the FDA is reporting that there's arsenic levels that has been found in inorganic rice, and it's been found in more than 50 rice products. And Consumer Reports say there's a lot of different levels of arsenic in rice because of the earth where it's grown, and it's a metal, but that does not mean that the levels should be so high. We have to be careful, you guys. I can't tell you what the levels are on all of these 50 products because they're not giving us that information. But I can give you the overall information and let you know that the warning is about arsenic in rice. Let's keep on going forward and double tap that screen to get those likes up.
So rice is a staple on dinner tables around the world, but Consumer Reports' latest food safety investigation found some rice products contain concerning levels of a harmful heavy metal. Here's what the testing found and some simple ways to reduce exposure before your next meal.
From sushi to stir fry to simple sides, we eat a lot of rice. But Consumer Reports says rice can carry a risk: inorganic arsenic, a known carcinogen.
Inorganic arsenic especially is associated with some serious health effects.
If it's a carcinogen, what can it create? What can it feed? And what can it do against our bodies? You know the word. Cancer. Carcinogen, don't even look at it as the word carcinogen. Look at it as cancer.
We know that it's associated with skin cancer, bladder cancer, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular effects.
Consumer Reports bought 52 rice products from store shelves, then sent them to a specialized lab for testing.
We detected measurable levels of arsenic, and specifically inorganic arsenic, in every sample of rice that we tested.
The levels vary. For example, brown rice in general has more inorganic arsenic than white rice of the same type. But
brown rice has more inorganic, right? Because it's not bleached. It's probably right where they get it from, and it's more organic. But the inorganic, I guess, maybe because it's bleached when it comes down to the white rice. But I would also have to say that it has a lot of starches in it as well. That's why it's rinsed so much until it's cleared. My other question is, can you help out and clean some of that arsenic off of there during the rinse process? I have a few questions myself, just regular questions.
Basmati and sushi rice tend to have less arsenic than other types, and more than 40% of the tested products had enough arsenic that eating just one serving a day over time could raise the risk of cancer and type 2 diabetes.
That's why I said I'm just gonna cut it out until I find a bottom line to really understand what's going on. Once I heard this, I said I need to share this information with you guys, ran to make sure that you guys understood what was going on here.
Several brands told Consumer Reports they test for heavy metals and that their rice meets California's strict safety limits. Many other companies didn't respond. So what can you do? Consumer Reports says, don't overeat rice. Use different sides from time to time, including quinoa and oats, which CR found are lower in arsenic. And when choosing rice,
I gotta double up on this. Somebody just said quinoa. Don't do it if it wasn't you. Somebody said quinoa. One person that says that's the quinoa rice that I use. Who was that said that? I love having these conversations right here because it's always one. That's why I keep on telling you guys, I listen. See that? Look at Scooter. I always listen to you guys because I'll ask a question. Keep on telling you I don't know everything. That's why I need you guys and why you co-host. I want you to understand your parts here. Some of you step up on certain parts. Some of you step up on the others. I can't do it all by myself. I don't know about all this stuff, but I would like for us to have a dialogue and keep on doing stuff like this. Now you know the reason of what our bottom line is about. Yeah, now you get it.
consider lower arsenic varieties like basmati and sushi. How you cook rice can also help. Consumer Report says cooking rice in extra water for 5 minutes, then draining it and finishing it in fresh water can significantly reduce arsenic levels. This is David
Nope, one more time. I want them to hear that. One more time. Let's go.
Levels. This is David Physicus.
No.
Draining it and you cook rice can also help. Consider lower arsenic varieties like basmati and sushi. How you cook rice can also help. Consumer Report says cooking rice in extra water for 5 minutes, then draining it and finishing it in fresh water can significantly reduce arsenic levels. This is David Physicus.
Okay, you guys, be careful out there with that rice. Just keep on. How about this? Rinse it clear. That's how you guys know how to do it, right? I don't use hot water. I rinse my rice clear. I put a level in there. I rinse it clear. I don't put rice in the pot and just cook it. No, I don't do that. I rinse my rice until it's clear. Put your hand in there with the little fingers and stuff like that, especially if it's just yours, you know, or a spoon or a wooden spoon. Also look for the other strong parts of like maybe stones that actually made its way through. You'll see like black or whatever in there. Get those out of there. Also let the water hit the edge of the pot so that the water is coming kind of like streaming through, giving you a dam effect on the top of where it's hitting that in the rice. Let it flow all the way through. Then you take that pot, you shake it up a little bit, and you make those clouds come back as much as you can. And now you rinse it again, man. You might be there 3 or 4 rinses until you rinse it. What? What is the word that we're looking for, Miss Swanza? Because I know you know the word. I know you know how to make rice too. What's that word, Miss Swanza? You rinse it clear. There you go. What you got for me? Basmati for me? I don't like white rice. Okay, you guys know about it though. Who else know about cleaning that white rice? If you're gonna eat it, you gotta know how to clean it. Why do you wear purple? Because it's Purple Sunday, and that's the theme and our favorite color for our bottom line. And every time we come on and we try to wrap up, it's like a smoking jacket. It's like that day of the week where we wind down. It's the color of our logo and everything. We started off actually singing Purple Rain and a whole bunch of songs like that until I realized if we're going to be doing this every day, we're going to be running out of Purple Rain's Prince songs. So the thing I can keep on going up is maybe we keep on wearing a purple jacket once a week. And not only that, we're going to be going into the field with this because Liberty and Justice has just created another segment. She wants me to wear this outside on Sundays, Times Square in different places, to ask people questions about what we got going on during the week. So if it's about the rice, if it's about Epstein, if it's about whatever, I'm rolling up on people about, hey, what do you think about Jeffrey Epstein, whatever, wearing this jacket. So it's going to be a bigger statement as well. We've got a lot of people in here that have a lot of encouragement as well as teach us a lot to do with the show. But we got to keep on moving forward, and we got a lot to do right now because we got to get on over to Los Angeles, you guys, because for the second time, a family has suffered with worrying about caretakers who keep getting caught on camera stealing from their 95-year-old grandmother. This is the second company and the second caretaker who's stolen from this elderly person who can't really control what's her environment, so she needs a caretaker. You got people that's coming in realizing that she's got money, taking pictures of her personal information as well as her documentation. Luckily, the family is wise to it and caught people doing this.
Now to a story of betrayal in the Inland Empire. An employee of a senior care service is accused of elder abuse.
The person is caught on camera appearing to take photos of financial documents belonging to a 95-year-old woman, and she's also believed to have stolen the woman's jewelry. KTLA's Shelby Nelson has a story from Murrieta.
Hi there, and apparently this is the second time this family has had to deal with this. They say the first time was with another company. They installed cameras, and here they are today. Now, I talked to Alicia Speck, the granddaughter, who says she is just furious.
In the footage, it looks like it's clearly not her first rodeo.
Look closely. Alicia Speck says this is a caregiver from a company her family hired earlier this year to help her 95-year-old grandma in Murrieta. Only what you see on camera appears to be the exact opposite. This video, Alicia says, was captured on Saturday, June 27th. A caretaker from a company called Right at Home in Temecula is seen snooping through her grandmother's house.
So the video in the office, you see her going in there with rubber gloves on, opening all of the drawers.
While Alicia knows the name of the person, we're blurring out her face for now and aren't disclosing her identity because the Riverside...
Taking pictures of all her personal documents, her everything, her investments, all her personal information, her credit card, her routing numbers, taking pictures of this stuff.
County Sheriff's Department has not arrested her. At one point, she appears to be taking pictures of documents.
It was her tax documents with her social security number, all of her bank statements, and all of her investment account statements. So
look at Audrey. Happened to me with cameras out of my purse, my bureau, and my closet. Look at that.
A lot of personal information. Obviously, our biggest fear is identity theft and fraud.
Alicia says the woman moves to the room where her grandma is.
Ignoring my grandmother's pleas for help, rummaging through her jewelry, clearly grabs something, closes her fist, puts it in her pocket, and walks away.
Then comes this. The woman returns to the office and appears to notice the camera. Alicia says she reported the...
Yeah, she looked at the camera. As soon as she seen the camera, you see what she said, right? You see that right there? Oh, yeah, busted. Yeah, caught. I wanted you guys to make sure you saw that.
Alicia says she reported the incident to the company.
They told us that they terminated her, and they did assure us that they reported her to Adult Protective Services.
This is the second company her family has hired after a similar incident prior to this, where another person stole her grandma's debit card.
No, I'm sorry, you guys. I know you guys are going to be angry with what I'm about to tell you. I'm going to tell you preemptively. Didn't go to jail, not until she's questioned. Didn't even get arrested for this.
And we understand the company can't really control their employees' actions or behaviors, but we would trust that they would do a proper background check.
We reached out to Right at Home. A person who answered the phone tells us they know who this woman is, but so far no word on whether this woman was vetted or any other information. Meantime, the Sheriff's Department tells us deputies are still working to obtain additional evidence before they can make an arrest.
They basically told us that until they have the opportunity to speak to her and allow her to tell her version of events or tell her story, they really can't pursue it any further. And I guarantee that if she's not held accountable, she'll continue to do this in the future.
Now, according to Alicia, authorities told her that they have attempted to contact this woman several times, but to no avail. I also called her and emailed her, but she did not respond. Reporting in Murrieta, I'm Shelby Nelson, KTLA 5 News.
Yeah, who just leaves that stuff laying around, right? I got you. But the grandmother probably want to wear it. She don't know, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, you guys. I would just come in there like this. If I was the daughter, I'd be like, okay, look at here. You see how she leave her jewelry out like this? That bracelet, that whatever. You see all this stuff right here, right? I know every piece. Know every part of it. If anything missing, it is what it is. And you might be offended right now if I tell you this, but everybody we bring here, they just can't get right. So I'm letting you know I know every piece that's here. I done took pictures and all of that stuff. I know what she got. We know every single piece. So don't get yourself jammed up, okay? Thank you. Oh, I don't get down like that and I'm offended. Did you say? I get it. And if you don't want to work here, no problem. But I got to say what I got to say. I used to talk to my mother's age just like that. I don't play that crap. And I don't care where you go. I will find you. Yeah, I'm going to find you myself. Let's keep on going. You guys double tap that screen and get those likes up. That's right. Lock it away. Put it in the safe. A nice little small safe will actually work good. she's probably not going to be able to access it, because if she's an elderly lady, it's going to be pretty hard for her to remember that safe combination number unless you're going to be popping over there helping her get her stuff out of that safe, is what I'm trying to explain to all of the people that are talking about getting a safe. What if the person can't remember the number and all of that? Then that health aide will have to get the number anyway. So you got to be careful about stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs just like that. I'll walk them straight over to the pills. I know every single pill. What you talking about? And please, I apologize in advance if you're mad at me. I know what's going on over here. I know all that. And there's cameras in certain places, but you don't even know about that, right? Even if there ain't, you got to let them know. I'm offended. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Texas. We got a situation where a 19-year-old lost his life during a drive-by. Or he was minding his business. Let's go, you guys. See what's going on with this one right here.
Morning, the loss of a 19-year-old tonight after a drive-by shooting early this morning. So let's go straight to McKenna Earnhardt, who is live for us near the intersection of FM 529 and the Grand Parkway. So what can you tell us, McKenna?
Yeah, this is just a really sad story. The Harris County Sheriff's Office got the call around 3 a.m. here at the intersection of FM 529 and the Grand Parkway. Now, to give you a better idea of where we're at, this is only about 10 minutes from Cypress Park High School. Now, traffic is moving normal again right now, but this investigation is far from over. Deputies say the 19-year-old was sitting right here at the light heading west on 529. His car was still running when a gray sedan, possibly a Hyundai, pulled up right next to his passenger side. Someone inside that sedan just opened fire, hitting the car with bullets before speeding off north on the Grand Parkway.
That's the second time yesterday that this has happened in two different places, you guys. It's hot out there, sitting in their car. The first one was sitting parked. This one was sitting at a light. That must mean that they was following this person. Want to go ahead and get these prayers in the air for both situations again. Yes, we prayed for the first one, but let's pray for this as well. You guys in Texas, any people that were there affected by it, passengers, anyone like that. And we also want to pray and hope that no one else got hurt in this brazen incident. We want to ask that today, Father God, in your name. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
When police arrived, they found the 19-year-old dead here at the scene with multiple gunshot wounds. Now, the detail that just absolutely breaks your heart here is how his family found out. They actually had a GPS tracker app installed on his car. They got a notification in the middle of the night saying his vehicle had stopped and had a low tire. Thinking that he just had a flat, they drove out here to help him, only to discover what really happened. A witness had already called 911.
We don't know if this is going to be a road rage incident or if this could be something where the two individuals may know each other and there was some type of incident prior to the shooting that resulted in this. So right now we're just asking anyone with information regarding this case to contact the Harris County Sheriff's Office Homicide Unit. That's at 713-274-9100 or Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS.
You guys see that right there, 19 years old, waiting at the light, don't know what happened. Could have been a preceding incident where they came into contact with each other, of course, or it could have been a situation where it was just like, you know, whatever, trying to get wrecked. You never know. We're going to keep on looking forward in stories like this, as well as following up with this story as well. You might get information, somebody might call in. And yes, we definitely prayed for him. We already did that. Yeah, you guys, now let's get on over to... Where we going right now, you guys? Let me go grab it real quick. Give me 1 second, you guys. Anybody out there repping this right now? Anybody? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You know how when it's my birthday, I put this on? I put that on for my birthday, right? Because you know we got to represent for Ireland. You guys know my birthday is on St. Patrick's Day, right? You guys went to the parade with me last year. You guys see that, right? Got on my bling, bling, bling for Ireland right now, right? Sad situation in Ireland right now, though. I want to talk to you guys about this. We got an American. She's a mother, lost her life by some creep who hopefully will not get away. International manhunt is going on right now. Let's see what's going on with this story right here, you guys. Let's get on over to Ireland. I told you, we go everywhere.
The tragic case of the American mom murdered in Ireland is now turning into an international manhunt. Irish police now saying the prime suspect, who is an alleged asylum seeker, likely fled the country to Turkey within hours of killing 43-year-old Jamie Carney. A source telling the Irish Sun that, quote, Turkey is a place that is very easy to disappear from, so it was a very calculated move. He has contacts there and he's from Jordan, so it meant that he did not need a visa. There are fears that he will not be caught now. Harry Cole is the editor-at-large at The Sun. He joins us now. Good morning. Talk to us a little bit about this case and the international fascination, the tragedy of this young mother killed.
Well, first of all, yeah, may I say my sympathy to anyone that knew Jamie Carney, her family, her friends. It's an awful story. She moved to Ireland in 2021. She was, found beaten and suffocated in her own home. It is. I mean, there's so many factors at play here, Emily, and not least obviously the international manhunt, Interpol, Europol. No one really, as you touched on there, something hugely confident they're going to be able to get this guy back. And then obviously that's before we get to the questions of what on earth he was doing in Ireland in the first place. But this is the sort of story that really does chime with a public that is ultimately utterly fed up with reading and hearing about these stories on a near daily basis. Not just in Ireland and Northern Ireland. We saw those horrific scenes in Belfast in Northern Ireland around a month ago of an attempted beheading on the streets of Belfast that led to unrest, but across the United Kingdom as well. It's day in, day out now, that again, before you even, you know, as soon as you open a newspaper or you hear a report, you just know part 2 of that story is going to be they are a migrant or an asylum seeker. And the statistics speak for themselves. The Centre for Migration Control, a think tank in the United Kingdom, reporting that 40% of sexual attacks in London last year were committed by a foreign national, or that Eritreans or Afghans are far more likely to be convicted for sex crimes than a British or an Irish person. So it's just a sort of crashing, awful sense of inevitability now around these stories that seem to happen on a near daily basis.
And with communities and families aghast over this, many decision makers, for some reason, continue looking the other way and pretending like it's not happened.
And they call it a sanctuary cities. You can come over here, we'll protect you.
Not our president and not our vice president.
Let's keep on going, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Definitely want to pray for the mother that lost her life in this tragedy in Ireland. I want to pray for all of the victims, the innocent people that are dealing with tragedies all over the world right now, as well as Ireland. We go every single place and we see all of this stuff happening. Australia, we go to England, London, Dubai, Iran. We go every single place. China, Japan. We go everywhere. India, Pakistan. It does not matter, you guys. Africa, Uganda, wherever. See, a lot of this trending things are happening in unison. And it's a lot of these illegals that are coming over to different countries where they're being protected. The sad part about it is they're being protected and accepted, and they still are committing crimes against innocent civilians. Want to pray for the people, all of the lost in these events all around the world. Amen, you guys, let's go. We got Jill Mertens over here. What's her name? Jill Mertens, an accomplished singer and a former Miss America contestant who pleads guilty to daycare fraud. Where at? Minnesota. This took a lot of money too, and guess what happened to her too? She also got locked up, and now she's got to make a bail. Not a bail, but I think they're going to be sentencing her soon. Let's go, you guys. Let's see what's going on with this, because she said that she had a daycare or 2 or 3 or 4. How many daycares did you have, former Miss America? Let's see.
Her daycare owner is waiting to learn her sentence after pleading guilty in a fraud case, accused of defrauding the government out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Lou Ragoose is looking into her background and the unusual turns her path took.
The path to federal court has been quite unusual.
The path to federal court.
For Jill Mertens.
Miss, is there anything you'd like to say about these fraud allegations?
The 43-year-old Hamel resident is an accomplished singer. An evangelist and worship pastor. And going back even further, a pageant star.
Uh-oh. Evangelist and a worship pastor. I hope she ain't nothing like Reverend Make Me Rich.
That's Mertens on stage with Tony Danza, competing in the 2001 Miss America pageant after being crowned Miss North Dakota.
Jill, are you here to plead guilty today?
But it is Mertens' venture into the childcare industry that brought her to court. State records show that in 2016, Mertens began registering daycares. Creative Stars Academy.
Not a daycare, daycares.
Academy Child Care and Learning Center in Casson, Minnesota, a second Creative Stars location in Rochester, and Tree of Life Academy in Ramsey, all three of which show a number of complaints and violations, during which time Mertens also was defrauding a taxpayer-funded program created to help pay teachers at child care centers like hers. Governor Walz signed the Great Start Compensation Support Payment Program into law in 2023. Starting the next year, Mertens admits filing grant applications claiming 23 teachers who didn't actually work there and inflating the hours worked by another 11 employees, a total theft of $426,000.
It's just very disheartening to see in the community that we have that someone would even consider doing this.
Joe McInerney and his wife put down a non-refundable deposit with Mertens last year to hold a spot for their unborn child.
I mean, everything looked like it was a smooth ship, so to speak.
And they didn't realize Mertens then filed for bankruptcy and transferred ownership of the Casson daycare last fall before the federal investigation took place.
So she took everybody's money, gave it over to gave the business to somebody else that they have no idea who it is, and now she knows she's under federal investigation.
Did you guys have any idea she was committing fraud?
We had no idea she was committing any fraud. We didn't have any idea that the daycare was in any sort of financial hardship.
Hopefully she has some time to think about what she did and pay back her debts.
Jill Mertens and her attorney declined to comment after the guilty plea. The sentencing guidelines call for about 2 years in prison, but the judge...
Exactly, transferring ownership to who? Can't even trust that. You don't even know who's running it now. Look at that. Don't even know who's going to be taking care of the kids.
...will have a lot of discretion. All of her daycares, including the Casson one where the ownership was transferred, have now been closed down. Jennifer.
Lou, do you have any idea on a sentencing date yet?
No, that hasn't been set yet.
Right, that means she did not sell it. She just gave it over.
First, they do like a probation look at her past. She doesn't have any criminal history or anything like that. One part of her plea agreement that was interesting to note is that they said that she will have immunity with any other federal investigations that may or may not be going on.
Okay. I know you'll keep us updated. Thanks, Lou.
It seems like they're getting so much little slaps on the wrist for this. I see people in the comments like, yo, we might as well start doing fraud. It seems like you don't get in no trouble for that. Everybody talking about a little slap on the wrist, and she still walks away with what? $3.7 million. And guess what? Just like 55 says, when you just hand it over to somebody else, all you did was you didn't even sell it. All you did was give it to somebody else. Abdul Malik, some women have to work. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Anybody know Connie Murphy? Sad situation here. Oh yeah, mixed martial artist Chad. Sad situation over here where he lost his life at the age of 31 years old, you guys. Please, please, please cherish every day. Cherish today, every single day. And you guys ask me, why do I wear this jacket? Why do I wear a suit every day? Most of the time it's the new people. We always feel for them. You get it, you know, we understand. But guess why we do it? Because we woke up this morning. Very simple. Because we didn't have to wake up this morning. In order to be able to put this suit on, I have to be alive, right? In order for me to be able to be here talking to you guys, I have to be able to have a heartbeat, right? So how about this? This is my thoughts. How about this? I'm thankful for the day. I'm thankful for being able to wake up. And this is the way I thank God every morning. I put on a suit. Why? Because if I didn't wake up this morning, I wouldn't be able to. You put on, you thank them before the problems, because guess what? If you didn't wake up in the morning, you wouldn't even be able to have the time to fix that problem. People don't think about stuff like that. Let's get on over here right now. This man is 31 years old. We see people in these stories that are 7 years old, 4 years old, many different ages that go very early. So that's why I'm telling you guys, enjoy your life to the fullest. And whatever makes you happy, do it. Whatever you want to do, if it dance to the beat of your own drum. Don't let anybody hold you down, because you never know, tomorrow is not promised.
Weighted pull-ups, the best back exercise. Not many people can do that, but not many people are champs.
Fitness influencer Connor Murphy, known for his looks-maxing content online, dead following a drowning accident in Thailand. He was 31 years old.
31 years old.
I was in the U.S. and I'm no longer in the U.S.
Yeah, Connor was out of the country when he died. According to Thai outlet Thai Wrath, Connor was acting erratically, which led locals to call the police. He fled the scene by jumping into a lake where he reportedly swam until he exhausted himself and drowned. Local divers rescued his body and brought it to shore.
No, I can't let that go, boy. You got too much stuff going on in your video. I got to get up out of here. Connor, we sorry for you. I don't need no kind of copy, whatever right now. Leave me alone. We feel sorry for you, Connor, but I can't do it. I just can't. I ain't messing with these folks right now. We clear and we're not trying to get no more. If we got to cut that out because of the audio, let it be. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and double tap that screen and get those likes up to get more people over here. And guess what? Give me all the money in your pockets right now. Give me everything, damn it. Send it to me. Or you can just double tap that screen. That's right. You pick up that phone and whatever you're looking at Boogotti on, we're looking at it on YouTube right now on my phone. You double tap just like that, and that's all you got to do. Because if you do that, you're basically letting them know that you're over here and that you like the show. After that, they send more people over here. And if you really want to show some love, you guys see that? Cut out the big man over there. Who we talking about? Every time you send me 10, they take 3. So you can go ahead and send it over to Cash App if you guys are feeling like sending any donations. Any support to the show is appreciated. That's right, you guys. It's $ Boogotti Cash. BOOGOTTI Cash. Also, what are we doing, Boogotti? Don't ask for no money without giving them something. Got to give you guys something too. That's only if we can reach that 300 mark. I'm going to be giving you guys keychains. I'm going to be giving out 6 of these Our Bottom Line. There you go. Close up on the Our Bottom Line keychain, and a close up on the Our Bottom Line decal right there, you guys. 12 pieces, 6 and 6. All we got to do is make it up to 300, and that's what's going to happen. You guys are going to email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Again, that's like bridge, like the Brooklyn Bridge. This, not that, but this, llc@gmail.com. And I'll send out you guys, I'll send them randomly. This person, hey, you never got one before. Let's send you a keychain. I'm going to send you a keychain, but we got to get up to 300 likes, you guys. Let's go. I'm trying to give you guys something for something. Let's get on over to Miami right now. We got a situation right now where this foolio is gladly arrested and locked up, and he ain't getting out ever. Yeah, he's never getting out. I mean it on this one. And when I say never getting out, I mean it. And forget about watching your head on that one too. No, watch your head. If anything, yeah, let him go ahead and crack his head on the side of the car as he's getting inside. He deserves it. I'm sure you're going to agree with me. After you found out what he did, he's a Miami-Dade transit worker who's now been sentenced to life plus 60 years for a 2009 isn't and kills Nils napping. I don't want to say that word, but you guys know what I mean. K-I-D, napping, yeah, and also the R word. So that's why I said I don't care about him hitting his head on the top of his car. Again, why I said I don't care about him hitting his head on top of the car. Let's go, you guys. Let me get all the way back on this as he's being sentenced to life plus 60 years.
Former Miami-Dade County transit worker to life plus 60 years in prison for the 2009 kidnapping and rape of an 18-year-old woman. Following the advice of his attorney, Greg Martin did not make a statement to the court before the judge imposed the sentence. The judge said a jury rejected his claim of consent after finding him guilty of all counts. The case victim, who was pregnant at the time of the brutal attack, told her convicted attacker she will never understand why he did what he did.
And I did not understand anymore what makes
So he not only is a piece of crap, he did it to her while she was pregnant.
you have a heart so dark on it. I just know that when you did it really hurt. And it was really hard because there was a point that I lost myself. We all have a chance to change. And I believe and I have faith that you can.
Martin is also the defendant in a death penalty case accused of raping and murdering a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. That case is set to go to trial next.
So as you guys can see, that wasn't the only time he did that. Wasn't the only case that he had. And not only that, he was a former MTA worker. Ain't that crazy, you guys? Want to pray for all of the victims, the ones that have been found and accounted for, as well as the ones, if there are any more, that have not wanted to brought their case up. Because you never know. He probably did this many more times. A lot of these creeps don't just do these things one time. Want to pray for the victims in this case. And if they got more that comes out and they feel stronger about it, let's give them support too. We ask that today, Father God, in your name. Amen. Let's keep on going forward, you guys, because they're going to need strength to get through that. You see how she's standing there and he's just looking at her like he ain't do nothing wrong? They should have gave him much more than just life plus 60. He should have got bzzz. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go on over to Harlem. That's right, you guys. Harlem. Harlem's in the house. That's right, you guys. We got to go uptown. Uptown. That's right, you guys. Well, if it wasn't for the Bronx, I can't say that because they're going to say uptown, baby, and you guys are going to think they're talking about the Bronx. But no, I'm not talking about the Bronx. I'm talking about Harlem. I'm talking about 125th, 135th, 145th, 155th. That's Harlem right there, you guys. And even if you want to go all the way over to, as far as I would have to say, St. Nick, past that, nope, that ain't Harlem. Audubon, yeah, all the way up on Broadway, nah, you're pushing it. That's the heights right there. Let's keep on going forward over to Harlem. Sad situation right now. We got one person who lost his life. 2 people who are injured because of a stupid incident that happened on a Harlem basketball court, pow-powing. You guys ever see Above the Rim? Well, it actually happened. That entire scene actually happened. Where the pow-powing happened on the basketball court? Yep. Now there's police officers out there trying to find out what's going on, forensics, people going crazy. Can't even believe what's going on with this situation right here. Hold on 1 minute. Let me make sure I get this. I want to get this for you guys. Hold on a minute. And it might have an update because the one I had yesterday, there wasn't any audio. So let's see what we got over here with this Harlem basketball pow-powing. Hold on a minute. 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. I know I got to keep talking through it because you guys will get up out of here. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
1 man has died. 2 other people have been hurt after a shootout in Harlem.
Scooter, thank
happening
you.
During a popular basketball tournament on Lenox Avenue, attended by families. Pix 11's Giovanni Diaz live at the scene this morning.
Now, I don't know exactly where this is at, but looking at it, to me, I know Harlem like the back of my hand. This looks like Kingdom. It looks like the basketball courts that are inside of Foster. I'm not sure, but that starts at like 111th Street, goes all the way over to like 115th Street and Lenox Avenue. If this is the basketball courts that they're talking about, they're talking about Kingdom. As you notice, they're not saying any name. They're just saying Harlem and where it is.
Community reaction and more from police. Gio.
Hey Kirsten, good morning to you. You can see police are actually still here. We see even more officers arriving by the minute. Also new at this hour, you can see NYCHA workers here on this basketball court where this incident happened. When we arrived here earlier today, we saw tons of trash, closed bottles that were left behind. Just to give you some perspective on just how quickly things escalated, people just started running away from this location. Now, this incident happened on this basketball court, according to the NYPD. Neighbors told me here throughout the morning that this area was packed with families who usually come here for a popular tournament that happens during the summer months. It was just before 10:30 last night when officers were called to this location for reports of shots being fired. Just to give you some perspective, as Kirsten was saying, we are on 70 Lenox Avenue between 113th and 114th Streets here in Harlem.
Yeah, that's Kingdom. And the sad part about that is my boy Greg runs this tournament right here, and I hope he's out. If not, this could be why, because Greg gets a lot of respect over there for putting on Kingdom. If you want to go to kingdom.com, look up Kingdom on the internet. Sad part about it is Greg right now is dealing with cancer, and he could use a lot of the donations right now. We were trying to help him as well. This is Kingdom, you guys. This is my hood where I'm from, not too far from it. Sad situation. First time ever reported was something actually happened on the courts at Kingdom. If anything, Greg used to always get commended for being able to bring the kids from the drama to the basketball courts to find a place of medium where they could be safe at. This is a sad reporting right here.
court here is located right in the middle of King's Tower, which is a NYCHA building. When officers got to the scene, they found 3 people shot. Listen to this. A 35-year-old man was shot in the head, a 28-year-old man who was shot in the leg, and a 22-year-old woman who was shot in the arm. They were all taken to hospitals nearby, but the man who was shot in the head unfortunately died. Police have not released their names as of right now. We do know that the 2 other people who were shot in this incident are expected to recover, but this morning neighbors are reacting to this. Take a listen.
It's disheartening. Like, we live in a world where it's like complete like gun violence and violence all together, and to be in this place where it's supposed to be like the summer and you're having fun, it's a tournament, and you can't even do that because you're worried about being shot.
I went over there to make a video last year, like the day before my birthday. I was nervous walking inside of there. As soon as I got to the basketball courts, dudes started popping out of nowhere, like, yo, where you coming from? What you doing over here? Looking at, I was made sure, because the dude had asked me to go over there and like help him out. Greg had asked me to go over there and help him out. So I went over there to take photos of the basketball court, to help him out and try to send it out to perspective of people that may be interested in helping out. But the neighborhood, you guys, Foster, ain't no joke. That project is no joke. And I'm so sad that it came to the point where someone got hurt and lost their lives actually on the court. So yeah, we gotta definitely pray for our people. Let's pray for the person that lost his life because they said that he's gone. And let's pray for 2 people that recovered 100%. And I really wanna just put another thing on top of that. Let's pray for the person that did it so that they get caught. I want the person who did this to be arrested. I don't care what you call me, snitch, Boogotti, whatever like that. Get my bags and meet me at the airport. I would love to hear about this person being reported and arrested. I want to say this in Father's name. I hope that these people survive. And I'm hoping that this does not deter the games from going on and people will still feel okay to come out. Amen. That was the only place that, they felt comfortable. How do you think something like this is going to happen during a tournament? That's crazy. Let's get on over here. You guys probably saw it, but now we got another situation where first it was Spirit Air. They're out of here because they couldn't afford to stay in business. So they're bankrupt, out of here, done, that's it. We got another situation now where Frontier Airline passengers are stranded. A lot of them are stranded in the Dominican Republic. Why? Due to safety concerns. Once they got dropped off over there, they found out that the plane was kind of messing up and needed some mechanical work. But they still put them on the plane anyway. And guess what? As soon as they took off, had to come right back down to get this mechanic work taken care of. Guess what, you guys? Still having mechanical work. People are stuck in Dominican Republic. Don't know what they're going to do. Frontier, what you got going on over here? You mean to tell me you guys stepped up as the worst when Spirit stepped out?
Concerns in the air after Frontier Airlines tried to put passengers back on a plane that just had an emergency landing.
Yes, and you guys, if you get those likes up to 300 today, you'll be able to receive keychains. That's right, 6 keychains will be going out to you guys. Look into the keychain. Follow the keychain going back and forth, you guys. We got 6 of these coming out, and we got 6 of these coming out. All you guys got to do is get those likes up to 300 and send me your email address once we get there. I'll select 12 people to get free merch, and I'll send them out to you. And you're going to be emailing me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com if we get to the 300 only.
When the plane took off again, it had to be diverted a second time due to more problems. Heather Sullivan spoke with passengers who have been stranded for days.
Now, I've learned this before. I've seen they say, oh, we got to clean the plane because we're about to go right back. You notice that these planes do this? Just like the buses. They go straight over, right back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They get gassed up over here, checked out to make sure that they're okay, and then they get right back in the air to keep that business going. They get to the other destination, they get gassed up again. They even have a little technique where they get you guys to clean up before the crew even gets in there. That's why you got the lady that comes out, the stewardess, that says, you got any trash? You got any trash? You got any trash? This way that plane is partially cleared. By the time the cleanup crew gets in there, they can clean up and do whatever sort of touch-up cleanup jobs, get up out of there and reload that plane to keep making that moolah, you guys. Can they inspect the plane in that time? Is it safe 100% in that amount of time? We don't know. Let's keep on going.
in the Dominican Republic and explains what rights you have when you're flying.
A St. Louis family of 17 went from celebrating a wedding in the Dominican Republic to saying they feared for their lives on a Frontier Airlines flight 7007 heading back to St. Louis Monday. First, it was condensation from the AC, then trouble in the air.
There was like a vibration or like a humming coming from the right side of the aircraft. The next thing you know, the pilot comes over the intercom and says that they're gonna make it a turn around and take us back to Boogotti. And the turbulence and like the pitch of the aircraft was pretty scary too. We got down to the ground pretty quick.
There was a lot of people crying off sleep. I mean, there's people telling each other they love them.
The family says Frontier put them up in a resort the first night, but they chose not to fly on the same plane the next day.
The flight took off and made it about 200 miles away from the airport. And I guess the same issue that we all had a problem with before, it happened again. So they had to turn around and come back.
The family says Frontier did not offer accommodations the second night because they declined to fly and bought tickets on another airline for Wednesday.
We've already spent at this point like $8,500 to $10K on flights for today.
Frontier Airlines sends a statement reading, "Our crew noticed vibrations from an aircraft panel, which caused the flight to return to PUJ and be delayed overnight. Following inspection by maintenance personnel, the aircraft was cleared to fly, and yesterday the flight again departed to Punta Cana. Shortly after takeoff, the crew identified a further potential mechanical concern and made the decision to return to PUJ out of an abundance of caution." But Frontier says all impacted customers were issued $200 vouchers, hotel stays both nights upon request, and are entitled to full refunds if they made alternative travel arrangements. We asked Paul Hudson with Flyers Rights what rights a passenger has in an event like this.
As this is an international flight, I think the main coverage is going to be under Article 19 of the Montreal Convention, which provides for up to $7,000 per passenger for damages as a result of delays.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna get it right then and there. You still gotta have money to get back home and do what you gotta do. So he gonna wait to get that. Ain't like you're gonna be able to do that, get that 7,000 per day or whatever like that or whatever. So yeah, you guys, be careful out there flying Frontier. And I think the smartest thing that they decided was, you know what, we're not even flying Frontier coming back. We're gonna try to fly another way. Be careful on all of these airlines because we've been reporting all month a lot of different things happening, maintenance issues and a whole lot, you guys. We care about you. Want to make sure that you guys are flying safe out there. And yes, I like that one. Get some insurance, you guys. Travelers insurance. Get you guys some flights insurance. Let's go. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming on the show. And go ahead and get those likes up and double tap that screen like Liberty says. We expose the lies and talk about the truth, our bottom line. Let's get it, you guys. Let's get those thumbs up and get many more people over here. Double tap that screen. And thank you so much for the jewels, you guys. It's the weekend. Let's go. Let's keep on going. What's up, Jack? Keep on going now. We got I got another question for you. Since we're talking about the airlines, let me tell you what I normally do. I'm really good at packing. I don't like waiting at the airline when it comes down to, what do they call it, baggage. I also don't like them handling my bags because they like to damage things. I actually have a pretty expensive bag that I use when I go traveling, so I make sure that I don't have to put it inside the baggage. It's a nice little bag. It's like a sport bag. It's leather. It even converts and has a handle on it. It's real cool. I can pack shoes in it. I can pack a week's worth of clothes in it, and I'm good. It also fits on my back as a backpack. So when I come up to the gate, I'll teach you guys my trick in a little while. I'll probably put that on a separate video just so you guys know. But the thing about it is you don't want to have a lot of luggage. Men, you get it. Women, a little bit different. I need this. I forgot that. So yeah, you'll pay the 50 and the 75 bucks to bring the extra bag. Hopefully it's that still. But yeah, I've noticed that many times with women, a lot of you guys, you want to bring more than you can really have. So whatever you want to do that, no problem. But me, I prefer to just have it. This way, when it's time to get off the plane, I can grab it from the overhead and just put it on my back. And I know once I get out that plane, I'm headed straight to taxi or to get to my hotel. That's how I like to do it. I don't necessarily like the weighted baggage like this. Wait to see the bags come down. Not only that, they treat your stuff pretty bad, so I don't like that process as well. So I like to carry my stuff on. Reason I'm saying all of this is why? Because now they got a little bit slicker. Why they get a little bit slicker? Because for people like me, now the airlines are saying sometimes they're going to make you check your carry-on. And that means it's going to be checked on at the gate, even when you have a carry-on with no extra luggage. That's right, you guys. They try to do that, but they're going to say, we're not going to charge you for it. Only problem about that is if you got good luggage, they might tear it up, and that's the charge right there. So be careful. Also, carry a cover bag. That's right. Get another bag, maybe a burlap bag to put your good bag in. Wrap that up, tie it up, make sure that you know it's yours, and then let them handle it if you want to take care of your stuff, because they're going to throw it around and take bad care of it. Trust me, I know, as many flights as I've been on. So you guys, these will be the reasons why your stuff may wind up under the plane or in car or under the plane when you want to really take it on carry-on. You got to be careful about that, because if you care about your luggage like I do, stuff that you want to look into.
Frustration right before flying. There's a good chance you've experienced a sudden switch up while boarding a plane. In tonight's Good Question, Jeff Wagner tries to bag some answers behind letting go of your luggage.
Catching a flight with just a carry-on luggage can make traveling feel easy. No need to check a bag, and all your belongings stay close with you. But
see, me, I don't call that carry-on because he's rolling it. Like right now, it's carry-on, right? But see, mine's is slicker. I'll show you guys mine's. It's a nice leather bag, right? It has a very small handle like that with wheels on it, but it also has the backpack straps. So you can break it down, hide the zipper, and throw it on your back. So this way, when you're walking through this to do the check on, it's an actual backpack, not like this monstrosity that he has here. Let's keep on going, you guys.
often that can change suddenly right before boarding.
We go on standby, so we get up there, they say you have to check your bag.
We'll check it for free. You'll pick it up at the baggage claim.
That's another thing. I gotta be honest for the airline on this one too. If you're going standby, they may give you standby preferences when it comes down to the luggage as well. They may have already had a lot of people already on the plane. They're going to put everybody on the plane from the back to the front of the plane. And if you're on standby, that means that once everybody's sitting down, they figure out what seats are available, and then they give you that seat. Of course, the plane may be full by that time. Overhead may be full, so that's when you might have to put your stuff in carry-on, up in the bottom of the plane. Period, you guys. That may happen. If you're on standby, you could almost expect to get your stuff gonna have to go under the bottom of the plane into the cargo.
Why do airlines make passengers gate check their carry-on luggage? Good question.
This happens a lot, especially on shorter flights that are flying regional aircraft.
Gunnar Olsen hosts the Thrifty Traveler
In that case, the plane is smaller, doesn't have a lot of space for the overhead.
podcast.
Usually they're going to make you gate check your carry-on when the plane is just too small to handle the amount of carry-on bags that are on board. And I think the core reason why this is happening is because check bag fees keep going up.
Rather than pay to check a bag, Olsen says more passengers are packing everything into a carry-on.
Planes are not built, they're not equipped to handle everybody bringing a full-size bag on board.
What frustrates some passengers is after getting gate checked, they see space in the overhead bins. So why separate people from their belongings? The answer is time. A spokesperson for Delta Airlines told us boarding is the most consistent barrier to an on-time departure, and the boarding process can be slowed down by customers needing extra time to store their bags. We use optimization tools to predict when overhead storage will be full, and while customers are sometimes required to check their bags at the gate, it is always a last resort.
It makes sense because they already know, but there's so many people on this plane, there's a chance that they don't have room on the overhead. Let's not even take that chance. Let's check it at the gate so that we can get out of here. It's not about convenience in one person, it's about getting out of here on time.
If a flight is expected to be full, Delta also gives customers the option to check their bag at the lobby kiosks for free.
Canada Air warned me when I checked in here at the airport that it was going to be a full flight, and they recommended I just check my bag for free.
And make sure if you got stuff in that bag, make sure it's not stuff that we worry about getting stolen. Make sure that you have your passport, your camera, your cell phone, your wallet, all of your traveler's checks. Make sure that you have on your personal baggage, your personal laptop carrier, or something that's on you, something that they can't say is carry on. This way your stuff doesn't get messed up. Not only that, doesn't get damaged, doesn't get possibly stolen, or you know what could possibly happen? You ever get somewhere and they say, we lost your luggage? Do not put important documents inside of your luggage unless it's something that you got on your body. Good morning, BG. There you go, good guys. There you go. Good to see you guys. Ain't stopping. Motivation as always. Thank you guys, and I hope you're appreciating the show. Thank you so much, Bristol Beats, for showing love with the $10 super chat. That's right, you guys. We appreciate all the support. It's Purple Sunday. Let's get on over to Jackson, Florida, you guys. We got another crook that's so crooked that she can't get right if you try to straighten her out. I'm just going to tell you, like I'm talking about, ridiculously crooked. We got a situation over at JSO where we got one woman that used Facebook Marketplace to pocket thousands in a rental scam. You guys got to beware about this. There's been times where you go on Craigslist and they say, hey, we got this apartment that's for rent. Here's the address, and you go look at the photos, and you might love the unit. You might think that it's a great place to move to, but guess what? Problem is, that person that put that ad up has nothing to do with that apartment or that home. What if that person is a prospective renter and figured it out, or somebody that's trying to scam? I've been to places myself where I walked into the building. I'm like, what do they want me to go look at this apartment? And then I'll call a number, and they'll say, hey, this is the code to that key lock. Okay, I'll put the code into the key lock, open the thing up, and the key to the apartment is actually in my hand now. I actually walk inside of this building. I put the phone down, and I look at this apartment myself. Okay, cool, and I can determine if I want this apartment or not without even an agent being there. Did you guys ever hear about something like this before? As I leave, of course, I put the key back in the lockbox and I get out of there. I get back on the phone with the agent. They ask me if I like the unit or not. After that, maybe I send them some money for a deposit. We talk about moving forward. Well, guess what? Some people get hip to these things and they say, how about I put up my own ad, see if I can make a quick $5,000 since I know how to get in that place as well, since I got all that information. A lot of real estate companies were messing up by doing that. So let's see how someone benefited from exactly what I just told you. Jacksonville, this JSO says a woman used Facebook Marketplace to do the same thing and scam many people. Hey, go look at this house. Matter of fact, send me $1,000. You can move in today. A lot of people already started moving in too until they found out that it was a scam. Let's get into it, you guys, and be careful out there.
Cars accused of running the same rental scam the News4Jax I-team has been warning you about for months.
So investigators say she posed as a landlord, collected thousands of dollars from people desperate for affordable housing, and in some cases, even got families moved into homes she didn't know.
Consumer investigative reporter Tiffany Salome explains how the scam worked. And
I see you. You don't have to keep on typing it. I get you when you're saying they change it every 24 hours. I get what you're saying. But if I am the prospective person saying that I want to rent from you, you're going to give me the damn code. You get what I'm saying? I already know I got somebody set up to come on Wednesday to come to your location. I'm going to send somebody else legit that you're going to send that code to. So we're not talking about the code changing. We scamming the rental office too. You guys understand what I'm telling you right now? So what you're saying, even though you're trying to get it out there, you're pushing it. I get what you're trying to say. But they're acting like they're a prospective renter in this case. So the rental office is sending them these new codes. So what you're saying right now, it's been trumped in her scam. You guys agree and understand what I'm talking about now? Now let's go.
And the warning signs every renter should know before handing over money.
It's a common scam preying on people looking for an affordable place to live.
When did you realize you were scammed?
Like a day or two into the house.
The News4Jax I-team has heard from several.
Also, they're smart. Look at King Corners. I know you smart. You see what's going on. I even think that they have a new technology around that too. And you're probably right.
People impacted by these types of scams. Now, JSO has made an arrest.
So the reason I'm saying this is because we have so many people. They need to have signs in the comments now like, no, but every 24 hours the code changes. Don't matter if I'm scamming a rental office.
Johnson is behind bars, arrested on multiple warrants tied to a years-long effort to scam people by posing as a landlord and renting properties she didn't own or have the authority to lease. Here's what happened. Usually prospective renters find these homes advertised for rent on Facebook Marketplace, well below market value.
Happens all the time. And the bad part about it is being desperate. We're trying to find somewhere to live. And you know what they doing, you guys? Let's not argue amongst each other. We should argue at them, argue because they got something going on like this. I'm pissed off about it. Let's say if you do need an apartment, the going rent there is like $1,500. All of a sudden you see it for $800. You're going to jump on that because I need an apartment somewhere to stay. You wind up trying to send your deposit. Okay, cool, come check it out. Next thing you know, they done scammed you. And that's some real bad stuff right there. That's a terrible person right there with no heart, no morals. You got to be a real low person to do something like that. Real low. I'm talking about bottom of the garbage sewer to do something like that.
Homes are real, but they don't belong to the person advertising them. Photos and details are ripped off from actual listings, and in some cases, the victims are even able to move in after scammers gain access to lockbox keys or online access codes.
If we're trying to rent a home for, let's say, $1,500 a month, you might see it listed for like $800, $700, just ridiculously low.
AJ Fuller is a leasing manager for JWB Real Estate. He's listed as a witness across multiple cases after Johnson tried to rent out homes owned by JWB. How are those scammers getting access
So he gonna tell you right now how they getting the access.
inside the homes they don't own?
So there's a bunch of different ways. So with us in particular, we use digital lockbox. If everything checks out, it looks like you are the person that's doing it, we will give you access to the home. If there's anything that gives us an indicator, we can do what we call, it's called a blackout, where you put that person's number and email in there, and that person cannot schedule any showings through the system. So in this particular incident, the young lady that was arrested this week, she was using her own information up front, acting like the prospect.
So yeah, so if you acting like you looking for the place, they gonna keep on sending you codes to look at prospective units. She's like, can I see another unit? Yeah, we got another one over here we can send you to. Okay, cool. When she get over there, boom, she do it over there. She don't go. She sends a prospective person that wants to get the place, you guys. She's not going to all of these places. She's already went there and registered with them. They think she's legit. She's too legit to quit already with the company. You feel me? So she good. So now she's like, okay, any other apartments you can show me? But instead of her going to look at them, she's acting like she's the rental and taking money from people.
There are 4 different homes listed in the police report where Johnson successfully and fraudulently rented out properties. This is one of them.
Here we go. My boyfriend fell for it on a prospective rental, lost $5K, and he was a cop. Says Audrey, look at that. Some people haven't heard of this stuff. It's a new reporting show. No, some people have heard about it, and Kahuna's going in hard. But you got to understand something. There's many different angles to what we're talking about here. There's many different objectives. We're trying to teach people overall what the scam is, number 1. Number 2, as many ways as we can tell you guys of what they're doing. Then the third way would be as many ways as we can tell you how to prevent yourself from being caught in it. We're not saying that you don't got no information about it. We're not saying all that, but just because you know, there's probably 300 other people out there that want to know this information too. So pump your brakes, Kahuna. Calm down.
The victim in this case paid Johnson over $1,000 and even moved into this home with her partner and her kid before she got the news that she'd been scammed.
It's terrible. Usually, it's usually a large amount of money. It's very expensive to move into a home anywhere. Even with the deals the scammers are giving, it just puts everybody in a really hard spot. So that's
messed up right there, man. So yeah, they found another way to scam people. Once they said, oh, we can go over there on Facebook with this place is empty. This place is empty. Oh yeah, we're gonna go for it. Let me tell you the sad part about this guy. Any way that people are trying to scam, if there's a way to try to scam somebody, they'll do it. There's been rescues for animals. There's been feed the children. So many different scams. What makes you think that they're not going to try to do something with this? Let's keep on going forward, you guys. Let's go, let's go, let's get it. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys, because guess what it's time to do? You guys waited long enough. It's time for the health and wellness section. Let's go, you guys. I got a question for you. Did you actually know that spiciness and on food or like a pepper or something like that, you know, it doesn't really burn your tongue is what they're telling me. I don't know how they're telling me that, because if I put some hot sauce on my tongue and it burns, my tongue is saying that it's hot. But what science says and what biology says is that the receptors in your brain tell your body that it's hot, and that's when you know that it's hot. I don't know about that. Or they attach onto a certain part of your body, a certain part of your receptors that lets you know it's hot. Sounds a little bit interesting, but I'm gonna need a little bit more convincing. You guys, you have any idea what spicy foods can actually do inside your body and what it does when it's inside your body? You know, we like when we show the biology, the breakdowns of when we put things into our body, just to give you an idea of what happens. So right now, a little snippet of the health and wellness section that we like to bring you guys in on, one of those videos that we like to show you guys. Let's see what happens when spicy foods actually do go inside of the body, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, because from what they're telling us, it's more mental than physical. Can you believe that? Let's go, you guys, let's go.
You eat very spicy food, but what does it actually do inside your stomach? First, understand what creates the heat. Chilies contain a compound called capsaicin. And here is the surprise. Capsaicin does not actually burn anything at all. Capsaicin tricks your body. It binds to heat and pain receptors in your mouth and stomach.
It binds to heat and pain receptors inside of your stomach. That's what capsaicin does. Okay, let's learn about it.
The same receptors that detect real burning and convinces your brain you are on fire. There is no real damage from the heat itself. Your brain is reacting to a chemical signal, not actual tissue burning. The pain is real, but the fire is an illusion.
Thank you, Scooter. Appreciate you.
In response, your body launches a full reaction. You sweat, your nose runs, your heart rate rises, and your body releases endorphins to fight the...
Wait a minute, you guys got some dope comments. I gotta say them. That one song, goes in hot, comes out hotter. Woo, baby. Man, you eat them peppers once they come in there, and you be like, I'm so excited, and I just can't fight it. They don't know what you're talking about when they say burn twice, G-Man. They don't know what you're talking about when they say it burns twice, you guys, that one song. Now they know what you're talking about.
Perceived pain. Those endorphins are natural feel-good chemicals. This is the rush, the slight high, the strange pleasure that chili lovers actually crave. Your brain is rewarding you. In your stomach, capsaicin stimulates the lining and can speed up the movement of your digestive system, which is why very spicy food can send some people quickly to the bathroom. Now the big myth. Many people believe spicy food causes stomach ulcers. For most people, this is simply not true. Most ulcers are actually caused by a bacteria called H. pylori, or...
Yes, you see that? H. pylori, most bacteria, most stomach ulcers. Just notice, you guys, stomach ulcers, not necessarily from spicy food. It comes from this H. pylori. Also, it comes from taking certain medications. You got to be really careful about that, you guys. Like a lot of, if you keep on taking a lot of ibuprofen, a lot of ibuprofen and stuff like that, be careful with all the medicals and the pain meds that you're taking, because it can affect your stomach. Let's keep on going.
Or by frequent use of certain painkillers, not by spice. Spicy food was wrongly blamed for decades. In fact, research suggests capsaicin may even have a protective effect on the stomach lining in some cases, and it has antibacterial properties as well. Chilies also carry real benefits. They are rich in vitamin C and antioxidants, and capsaicin has been studied for a small temporary boost to metabolism. Some research even links regular chili consumption to benefits for heart health. And
benefits for heart health. It actually helps with the blood flow, actually helps with the circulation and the circulatory systems. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and get those hot chips to burn your tongue off and hurt you. I'm basically telling you guys that chili and hot peppers can actually help stimulate certain things, help you out with certain blood vessels and things of that nature. And it has been shown and told in the past that peppers have actually been used in medical rubs, as far as like when it comes down to massaging, topical medications as well. Yes, you guys, believe it or not. Put some, they said this, I never heard of doing this before, but I know some elderly people that would put crushed peppers inside of like olive oil, and then next thing you know, be rubbing it on certain joints and stuff, talking about it good for inflammation. And they say it works, you guys. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about that. Have you heard anything about that? And Change, let me ask you a question, Change, man. Are you a troll? I need to know that as well. If you're a troll, we can get you out of here because everyone else can hear me. Let me walk on over here to my microphone and double check. I can do that too. And so since you can't hear me, you can leave. You have a great day and fantastic one to you. Have a great day. God bless you. We don't play those stupid games. Don't try to throw me off. We're in the health and wellness section right now. And we're all trying to do positive things over here. Let's keep that positivity going. You guys, information that we all gonna need. Please don't be scared of hot chilies and things like that, but understand that you probably wanna take it in moderation. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and take that, what's that big chip that they call the chip challenge? Don't do that. But yeah, don't do the one chip challenge, but basically you can go ahead and have a little bit of chilies. But if it affects your stomach and stuff like that, like it does me, you might want to be very careful. You guys don't got to go for the Carolina Reapers, and be careful with the concentrates because that's what they're doing out here now. They're telling you, hey, this is hot. You know why? Because they're adding a lot of the different concentrated different things to it. You guys are getting these heats and this stuff in the purest forms. Be careful with that because this, what I'm talking about with the concentrates have nothing to do with this. We're talking about natural chili peppers. We're not talking about the concentrated stuff that they're using on the hot wings, on the ultimate wings, on the blazing wings. Not talking about that, you guys. Let's keep on going.
And a modestly lower risk of certain diseases in populations that eat it often. But there is an important other side. While spice does not cause ulcers, it can absolutely irritate an already sensitive or damaged stomach. For people with acid reflux, gastritis, or conditions like IBS, spicy food can worsen burning, heartburn, and discomfort.
Okay, I used to have that myself. I used to have, what do you call that? What do you call that? Acid reflux. How many people out here was addicted to Tropicana juices? I'm not talking about the ones that come inside the bottle. Remember the Tropicana that used to come inside of the, what do they call it? Like the half a gallon, where it would be like the citrus punch or the fruit punch, and it's like a big old thing of Kool-Aid. I used to drink one of those when I'm eating potato chips. That's when prices were pretty decent. You can go to the supermarket and get one of those Minute Maids, half a gallon or something like that, or you can go get the citrus punch. That was one of my favorites, like the peach punch. You guys know what I'm talking about. If anybody know what I'm talking about, not necessarily the Sunny D. I'm really talking about the, is it called like a, what is the name of that thing? It's not, matter of fact, give me 1 second right here. We're working right now, right? You guys don't mind, right? Give me 1 second right here. Let me see if I can actually find it. Hold on a minute. Tropicana citrus punch. Let me show you something. Let me break this down here to you real quick. I'm gonna show you something perfect to what I'm telling you guys about right here. Now these are in the plastic. I'm talking about this one right here. Anybody ever go to the store and see this citrus punch right here? You want to play around, we're going to find it another way. Some of them are twisters, this twister right here, but it's something like this right here. You guys know what I'm talking about when I show you this right here? With the citrus punch, Minute Maid, they come in a carton like milk, so something just like that. You guys know what I'm talking about? Exactly this one right here? Not the purple stuff and not the Sunny D. This is what I'm talking about right here. And this one was my favorite right here. I can't get it to open up, but it was my favorite, the Tropicana Citrus Punch. Now the thing about the Citrus Punch is I didn't realize how concentrated it was. And because of the fact of how concentrated it wasn't good for my stomach. I would drink a whole thing of this. I mean, I'm talking about the whole freaking thing. This one right here. I would drink the whole thing every single day. That's the tropical punch right there, the tropical punch. I used to like the citrus punch until I realized when I burped, I was getting like some acid reflux coming up. And then I would get like, my stomach would bother me to the point where I would have to stop for a little while and like let my stomach settle. I'm like, what's going on here? That was that acid reflux that I was getting from drinking these Tropicana juices right here. I'm telling you guys straight up and down, don't drink this. Don't drink any of this crap right here. I wouldn't recommend any one of these brands right here, even Tropicana juice itself. We've already covered that because it's all sitting in vats and it sits around for a long amount of time, and all of it is concentrated, you guys. It's all concentrated. Concentration is for a product. Concentrating things are for a product so that they last longer on a shelf. You guys know at this point, as we watch this show, you guys see we're doing a whole lot of freestyling right now because I really don't even need nothing else to go on if I'm really telling you guys the truth. We deal with a lot of concentrated stuff. We deal with a lot of stuff that actually is not good for our bodies. Why? Because it's about the product, it's about the shelf life, and it's about the sale. They're not making juices that you got to drink in 7 days. ION, organic juice. That's right, you heard what I said. ION, organic juice is what, instead of me, I'm not going to just tell you what to use and what not to use. I'm going to show you what you should be drinking. Anybody know about this juice right here? Because I bought some yesterday and it's off the chain. I want you guys to start drinking stuff like this ION organic juice. And basically what it is real juice, not from concentrate. And it's basically good for you. The taste of it is phenomenal. It's really good. I'm talking about this, some of the best juice I ever had right here. It's a little bit more expensive, but I would rather us, drink stuff that's good for us. This is the ION right here. IOS, organic juice. The palm is really good. The pomegranate is very good. This is it right here. It's Love Organic Juice, USDA organic certified, cold pressed, no added sugar. No water. You heard what I said? That's all vegetable, all fruit right here. No added sugar, no added water, no artificial colors, no preservatives, no flavors added, no gluten. This is good, but it's a little bit more expensive, you guys. I'm telling you right now. You're going to love it. It's going to be so good. It's delicious. I'm trying not to drink the whole thing in the refrigerator right now by just one time. That's how good it is. I made the ice pops out of it. Put it in the tray, crushed up some fruits. So now I put it inside the ice tray. So I'm going to have ice tray pops of the IOS juice just to have it in a different form. This is what I'm talking about as far as like having snacks around you that's actually good so that when you do go to your refrigerator, you're eating good stuff. Now back to our stomach lining when it comes down to that Tropicana stuff, because when you're drinking stuff like that, it's got high sugars in it. It's got high fructose corn syrup in it. And that's the part that really messes with your stomach and the lining of your stomach. Stay away from those sodas and those juices, you guys. It's not good for you. Let's keep on going. Let's go.
Irritation, not injury. And the burning sensation when spicy food leaves the body is the same capsaicin trick happening again on the way.
When it leaves the body on the way out. We talked about it. It burns on the way in and it burns on the way out.
Way out. Once more, sensation, not real damage. Your tolerance also genuinely builds over time. The more regularly you eat spice, the less reactive those receptors become, which is why some people handle heat that floors others. So for most healthy people, spicy food is safe, even beneficial. The key is listening to your own body and easing back if it consistently causes you pain. Follow body protocols. Spicy food does not burn you from the inside. It tricks you, rewards you, and for most people, can do far more good than harm.
You guys, that's right. Spicy food does more good than harm, but if it's in a concentrated form, like the concentrated California Reaper, where it's got about, what do they call it, 8,000, 20,000 scolio points and all of that, you got to expect that to be hot. That's not going to be good for you. You might go down on that one because it's made to do that. Concentrated things have so much more potency than anything that's natural. But it just takes all of the potency and it gives it to you in its concentrated form. Just like concentrated juices, they try to break it down, put additives to it. That does not mean you're getting it in the purest form. You guys, let's make sure that we're taking care of our bodies over here and we're eating the right things. Again, I'm going to leave you on this note right here when it comes down to peppers, spicy foods. If it's a natural spicy food like a pepper or something that's just something natural that you're eating, I say go ahead and take it. There's no problem. You're still going to have a limit to what you can eat as far as like when it comes down to the Carolina Reapers and different things. But I would far more tell you to utilize natural peppers than eating concentrates, because that's when you're going into those high numbers, high scolio numbers is what I'm talking about. And then you can really damage your inner linings in your stomach, because now you're going over the numbers and doing too much to your body. You guys, that's right. We can do it any kind of way if we want. It's Purple Sunday. Wanted to talk to you guys about spices and spicy food when it came down to the health and wellness section. You guys want to check this little clip out, this little video with me narrating it again? It's going to be inside of our Discord. Check this out, you guys. Discord. We have our own Discord, and if you have not joined our Discord, what are you waiting for? Spicy people out there, you like your spicy food? Like I said, don't cut it out. Try to get those spices from natural sources. This way your body can naturally adapt and naturally deal with them. If you want to play around with those concentrates and those California Reapers and all those crazy things, that's on you. We didn't do the science on that yet. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. What'd you say? Somebody says, only buy not from concentrated juices. There you go. There you go. Bird's eye chilies. Anybody else know about any good ones? There we go. Scoliosis points. That's what they call them. That's the number. Scoliosis points. And it gives you a number. Sometimes it's 10,000, 5,000. You guys know what I'm talking about because you heard about it before. You've heard about these situations before. You've seen it when they got the hot wings. And they go up there and they're eating it at first, the wings a mile, and they're like, oh, these are pretty easy. Next thing you know, they're like banging on the table, like, I can't eat this no more. They got the cup of milk right there, or the big thing of brew, a big thing of beer, and the next thing you know, they're mixing the beer. They're doing whatever they can to try to cool their mouths down. Yeah, you guys, I know there's a lot of people out there that love spicy food. I actually like people that like spicy food. Spicy women like spicy food. How about that? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because it's not over. We got a cool situation coming up over here. You ever see a dog in action protecting one of its own? You ever see one of your, like, what would you do if your dog protected your baby from a bear? Just a quick question. Just want to know. You see it on camera. Next thing you know, a bear literally tries to come next to your, I'm talking about your toddler, and your dog, no you don't, not today. What would you do? I'm gonna tell you like this, that dog would be eating steak tonight. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got a situation where we got an incredible moment here where a heroic husky stands between this toddler and that charging little bear right there. Yeah, don't know what it was trying to do, but out of nowhere, here comes the husky. The husky is not playing. Check this out, y'all. And yeah, it looked like it was going for him at first until that husky got on him and made him change his direction. That husky will be eating steak tonight, baby. Okay. One more time. Let's go. And he's serious. I'm talking about he's seriously after that bear, like thought about his whole thought process. Like, I ain't going after this damn baby no more. Hell with this baby. And try to bite him. Look, and try to bite him. You see the hairs on the back of the bear go up? And still trying to chase him. Look. Oh, you're getting a steak tonight. Jumped over the back of the boat to get to the other side? Oh, yeah, you getting a steak tonight, baby. You getting a nice T-bone. They'd be like, oh, what would you like today? I would literally take my dog to the meat market that day. Excuse me, you have any Grey Poupon? He'd have a crown on and everything. I'd be bringing him straight into the supermarket like this. You can't bring that dog in here. We're not listening to you today. We're here with this person today, and he needs to select his evening for tonight, his meal for this evening. I'm not listening to nobody. I'm coming out of there with the biggest steak that I could find for that baby right there, because he did his job. That's how you do it. That's what a dog's supposed to do. You see that? I could have watched that clip for 100 times. This is great. I miss my husky. Look at that. So you already know, Rochelle, how them huskies get down. Look like a German Shepherd, didn't it? Do you realize how many bags that you have to deal with? 3 more likes and show Boogotti that. Oh, we're going to get the 300 likes if you guys do that. Filet mignon for the rest of his life, saving my baby, right? He had no fear. Look at Liberty. That dog ain't had no fear chasing after that black bear, right, you guys? I ain't even mad at him. Where we at on the numbers right now? Let me see if I can help you guys out. Where we at on the numbers? Did you guys make it to 300? I like to know, because if you made it to 300, you guys will get a chance. I don't know if you probably didn't, probably made it to like 200 or something, because if you could have made it to 300, we were going to be sending out 6 of these Our Bottom Line keychains right here, and also 6 of these decals, as a total of 12 merch pieces to 12 different people. All you would have had to do was send your send your address to bridgethisllc@gmail.com, to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Since we couldn't do it today, we're going to keep on pushing, you guys. I'm just going to let you know, we've got a lot working against us, but what we're going to constantly keep on doing, you guys over here, I don't even look at the numbers anymore. I just know that if I have a good show and keep on putting that work down, we're going to get back to where we're supposed to be at. So between you and I don't even look at the numbers anymore. I look at the likes, no doubt, but I don't care about those other numbers no more, because I don't want them to influence me. My main thing is this: getting us a good show, making sure that we do the best trending topics, current events, and health and wellness that we can possibly bring to you guys every single day. That's what we do over here at Our Bottom Line. You know what we're about to say right now, right? And if you're trying to promote, all you got to do is send over your promo to us. Send your promotions over to us. We'll put them in the post notification area, but they have to be in a 1080 by 1080 size form, you guys, because that's the only size that'll fit inside that post notification area. And plus, yes, tomorrow, we will be ending the show very early tomorrow. Why? We're going to be ending the show tomorrow, I would say at 8 o'clock. So you guys want to come in tomorrow, maybe like 5 o'clock? That'll be good. Yes, we're starting tomorrow, not at 6. We'll be starting tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. So I'm sorry if you guys are going to be getting up, rubbing your eyes, but I just found out that we got a meeting tomorrow because it's about the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're going to be doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. I got to be out in Brooklyn at one of those locations tomorrow just to make sure that it's real. I told you guys before, if you keep on thinking about something and you bring it and you go hard at it, guess what? After a while, they're going to be paying attention to you. So guess what? They reached out and said, hey, Boogotti, would you like to come to our store to do your Show Your Talent search? I said, sure. Be here at 11 o'clock on Monday, and guess what? We'll be doing the show. So you know what I did? I said, you know what? I'll be there. So tomorrow, that's why we're leaving early, and that's why we got to get out of here, you guys. That's right. Tomorrow, the show will be starting at 5 o'clock because what? We're going to be doing the Show Your Talent search, and we're going to go get one of the locations and lock it in. That's right, to Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And guess what it's about? It's about showing your talent. So if you can sing, if you can dance, if you know any tricks, whatever you can do as far as talent's concerned, we want to see it. And if you're good, boom, you'll be able to make $250. That's in all 5 boroughs, especially, and also one person from right here will be able to actually go on as well and see if you can win $250. After we get everybody together, we're going to try to put it to the point where we're going to see who can win that grand prize right there of $1,000. It's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. I'm your host of the event, Boogotti NYC, along with my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. And yes, you guys, we are making this thing real. Please let me be an example when I say this, you guys. Sometimes you got to keep on saying something until you bring it to fruition. But if you give up, you might give up right before you crack the wall and get to that other point. So that's right, you guys. If you want to get lit, you better drink Big Drip. And also, if you want to pick up some of the best drinks that's out there, in a 4-pack, that's right, the best drink on the market right now, whatever with that cut water crap, it's garbage. The process is terrible and the concentration is too low. As far as the ABV, it sucks too. This is the best drink on the market right now, and it's going to be for a long time. It's called Big Drip. It's grape, raspberry, and lemon. It's a blend. And guess what? No bubbles, so you can drink it straight down. That's right, Big Drip Hard Punch. Raspberry, grape, and lemon. That's the blend when it comes down to what it's made of. It's 14% alcohol, you guys. That means one can take you there. It's also 12 ounces. All these other guys are like 6 and 8. We give you more for your money. You want to be a part of the Big Drip fam and see what it tastes like? Do what Miss Swanza just said and do what everybody else did, like Keisha also came up. All you got to do is, you guys, go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Big Drip, that's B-I-G-G, 2 G's, 2 P's, drinkbigdrip.com. Put your email in the notification area and we will keep you posted on where we're going to be at. So whoever's already sent their email in, we're going to keep you guys posted, and probably by next week, we're going to have a location set up to let you guys know where we're going to be at. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be that Queens location. That's right, the ones that's out there by the Queens Mall, by Valley Stream, or it's going to be the Throgs next door that we always have a lot of traction at. Right after that, we're going straight out to Staten Island to our favorite family, one of our friends, Anna, over at Time to Wine, because they always support Big Drip, and we're going to be hanging out, you guys. And guess what? That's what we're doing with Our Bottom Line. I'll see you guys starting at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, but we can't get out of here until we get those prayers in the air. So let's get those prayers in the air. We got to pray for every single person that's here, just to make sure that you guys get out of here safe and have a beautiful and a safe Purple Sunday. Who we're praying for and what are we praying for? We're praying for happiness. We're praying for health. We're praying for understanding. We're praying for peace. We want to pray for love, and we want to pray for respect. We want to pray for our family members as well as our children and our animals. Let's get those prayers in the air for Sam Champion, for Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker and Miss Swanza. Can't forget about Winter Rising. Stick 'em. There you go. Got to pray for you too, is Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno. Brian King Falcone, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy, Liberty and Justice, Miss Swanza, Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno, Mary Tanner. Can't forget about Guy and Elsa, Miss Swanza, G-Man, Liberty and Justice, Rebecca Lon Yen Bueno. Who else we got in here? Miss Swanza, Smoke Vid Man, Pimpin' Ain't Easy. Thank you so much for the love, Guy and Elsa. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker, Piano Mon. Thank you. I see you in the building, Miss Swanza. Can't forget about my brother, Casey Ramos. Who else we got in the building this morning? Winter Rising and Guy and Elsa. Can't forget about Jordan, Justin, 55 Coffee House, Luigi, Colessive, Winter Rising. Can't forget about all of our family members that's out there in different countries that didn't have a chance to tap in today. Can't forget about Mary Tanner, G-Man, Sam Champion, my brother, how you doing? Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman. Okay, you guys, Guy and Elsa. And we can't forget about Boogotti NYC. Amen. We're going to be right back here tomorrow, you guys, at 5 in the morning. Not 6, 5. Why? Because I want to be able to go longer and make sure we get a full show in. I got to get out here and lock in some of those locations for the Show Your Talent search, because guess what? A dream has now become reality. I keep on telling you guys, if you want to get something going, never give up. Whoever's telling you not to go for it, don't listen to them. Those are the people that you can't hear. You want to be around people that are going to push your dream and push your ideas to help you make things happen. And that's what we do over here, because we're family over at Our Bottom Line. You guys ever need prayer, you ever need anything, you guys know that you can always count on Our Bottom Line as far as our emails as well as our Discord to get full support from. That's why we always tell you guys to join the Discord. You know how many friends and relationships started in that Our Bottom Line Discord? I'm talking about real relationships, real friends. So yes, be a part of our Bottom Line Discord. Go to Discord right now. Join Discord, Our Bottom Line. This does not stop. It keeps on going. And don't forget, 5 o'clock today. That's right, 5 o'clock today. All of the mods, if you guys are a mod, Liberty and Justice has set up a mod meeting. That's right, and I love the fact that you guys are doing that. It's going to keep us up to date. What to do about trolls, how to drop the messages in that I love so much. Just to let all of you mods know, I love those messages that Liberty does. I like to recite them, and if you guys start doing the same thing, I would appreciate it too. And also, when she's not around, I need you guys to step up. It's kind of what the meeting's about today, but to be honest with you, gotta tell you, you've been doing it anyway. Every single one of you. Sam, Luigi, Winter Rising, every single one of you guys that are mods, every one of you guys have been doing your job. Rebecca Lanier Bueno, Batty Lynn, Miss Swanza, all you guys have been doing your things, and I appreciate you guys so much. We just want to get closer and get tighter, and we might do it on video, and I might pop in too. So you guys, you know what we're doing today. We got a mod meeting, and we're going to be doing that at 5 o'clock, and we're going to be right back here tomorrow for Our Bottom Line. My favorite day, believe it or not, Monday. Why? Because they got to, tell them, Liberty, they got to pick up the phone Ow! And when it comes to business, that's what I'm always about. I'm about business, so I love when people working. So I don't like to see people being lazy. I like when people are working. I want to show some love right now to Yoli Ann Richards. I saw that pop up. Want to show some love to Yoli Ann Richards for the $5 Cash App, you guys. She got 5 on it. That's right, you guys. I want to show massive love to Yoli Richards for sending us that Cash App for $5, and we really appreciate it. You guys, last thing we want to do, super chat if you feel like it. And if you appreciate the show, yes, our Cash App is $BOOGOTTI cash. And we appreciate you guys. Can't wait to see you in the morning, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, right back here to do it all over again. And y'all know how we do it. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, 5 o'clock in the morning, right back here on Monday. Get 'em! Peace. Hope you guys had a great show, and I hope you liked the help.